Yeah, everyone, welcome to a special video. Today, we have a tier list. The first one that I ever made on my channel, actually. Joining me, of course, is the good old, you heard him. Obviously, that can only come from one person on the entire planet, and that is the Cygnus.
No, but I mean seriously, because I thought you said that, you know, and I wanted to teach you about manners.
Yeah, what a shame. So we have a tier list about all Hitman maps. I'm still not entirely sure how we're gonna rate it. I think we're gonna just rate it on like the campaign, like basically everything. You know, like the campaign, the story campaign, the side missions, the obviously Freelancer. I think everything, right?
Yeah, it makes sense to rate it like that. I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to really say. Well, I mean, you can say, yeah, some maps are better for Freelancer and so on, you know, but that wouldn't be the spirit of a tier list, no? I mean,
exactly.
The tier list is called Maps for Freelancer, and one of the rows says bad tits, you know, but I removed it before the video. Yeah.
I saw it. So, yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit hard pause to obviously rate that on all the criterias, but I got my list to my left.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're just gonna jump right in. I think we're gonna go.
That your list is just a list of how much, you know, it's a visceral list of what you hate and what you like. It's not an objective list, you know.
Yeah, because it's my tier list, exactly. No. I don't know you. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the rows as we have them down there, I think. So we start out with Italy, Sapienza. Eh?
Italy.
That's Dubai.
Are you racist?
Dubai was second to last.
Dubai was first for me, you know?
Yeah, sure. Second to last.
It was first. Oh, you're saying that Dubai goes seconds to last, you know?
Yes, like okay. So Sapienza...
And what is Marrakesh last? You know?
Sapienza for me is obviously Masterpiece. What about you? Yeah, sure. And now without the memes.
Well, you know, given the quantum physics that involve, you know, doors opening and closing, and I would say it's great.
Only great.
Not a masterpiece. Yeah, I mean, it's not that it isn't that good of a map. I mean, it could be a masterpiece, you know, but there are maps that I definitely think that are much better. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could just say masterpiece, but I'm just not putting in masterpiece because I want to be like, ooh, I'm different. You know, but I don't know. Again, let's leave it. I will leave it in here for now, you know, we will see.
Yeah, obviously, I think that's also going to change, like, you know, as we progress further. But I think also, like, from all the different possibilities of how you can kill, what was the guy in the mansion?
Osama bin Laden?
Yes. The ways you can kill this guy. Like, so many different possibilities to kill him, with the therapist thing, with the exploding golf ball. There's a lot of shit. It has like so many different layers. You can snipe people, obviously, especially for Freelancer, you know. And yeah, there's like that. You have the underground laboratory. You have the mansion. You have obviously the city that just looks fucking awesome. You have the beach area. Also, you have was it the icon for the second mission?
Yeah, landslide.
Yeah.
Well, the icon is kind of the big one, you know, but it's landslide and the author.
Exactly, yeah.
And most importantly, you know, you can reach all of those places in multiple ways, which I think is the essence of Hitman.
Yeah.
You know, like maps in which you have to follow a train track. And I don't mean like the train itself. You know, maps like Bangkok and so on, they're just poorly designed, you know. I mean, the map is good and so on, but, you know, it's not the essence of the game, you know. When all the speedruns follow this exact same path, for example, you know that the map is kind of restricting things.
That's also the thing. Like, I mean, you obviously rate everything on basically on how you can approach it in your Hitman ways, which is silent assassin suit, or mostly suit only.
No.
It is.
No, in contracts, really, you know, like, but yeah, suit only, basically.
Yeah, and I like Disguster, so, you know, that's obviously going to be a little bit different.
Yeah. You will see the way, you will see the light eventually, you know.
Yeah. Next on the list, Romania. Easy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Burj Al Ghazali, I get it.
What is it with you? Wait, Romania.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, instead of bad, perhaps we should have called it, not a hitman map.
Not my president,
yeah. It's like a reckoning map, but it's not really.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it happened in contracts and in Blood Money, the last maps were kind of like shootouts, nonsensical shootouts.
And literally just basically you have to what I kind of figured when we played it, it's like you basically just go forward the entire time and you don't stop, That's just fucking stupid. It's like a on rails shooter, Yeah, put it on Masterpiece. Yeah.
I just slipped, But
Romania is basically, Metal Gear Solid 2 when you get like the katana from Snake and then you have like this entire shootout segment. That is what Romania is,
Yeah, but the katana was cool,
Yeah, exactly.
But I think what kills the map more than that even is the fact that enemies then become like, they have this armor that is impossible to pierce.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's not like I was gonna kill them, but I mean, it kind of forces you to kill them that way or use the fuse, which, like, if you try to kill them with firearms, it doesn't feel like Hitman. It feels like, I don't know, like one of these shooters in which you have to shoot somebody a million times, which is the thing I hate the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Not the essence of Hitman.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, for the story end, also that you basically can choose between like 3 different endings. That's kind of cool, but overall, like
different endings.
Yeah,
it took you like what 2 seconds to decide your own, and then you just.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
I didn't even think about it, But the guy had family, He had probably a dog, The dog is probably now eating the corpse of
him.
Well, not his corpse, because he's definitely at the train, I don't know,
Is he though?
Well, maybe you dragged him and dropped him down the rails.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's what you did.
Oh, yeah, absolute dog shit, obviously. Also, like a weird. I mean, Dubai was like the intro for Resident Evil 3. I was gonna say for Hitman 3, and it was fucking awesome. I guess they wanted to go for like an action finish, which is alright, but it's just like weird,
Yeah, it could have been done in a different way,
Yeah.
I don't know, because even in the last map of Contracts, and in the last map of Blood Money, you have to kill them all. But in the last map of Contracts, you can actually dodge most of the SWAT and exit the map like just like that, Kinda, well, not Silent Assassin, but kinda,
Yeah.
Or maybe even Silent Assassin.
Maybe
but this one doesn't give you that liberty. Well, yeah, you can climb around, but it's not Assassin's Creed, It's like a Tomb Raider map, like one of the modern Tomb Raider things.
Modern that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the segments when she basically runs away from like flesh flooding and stuff like that. It kind of felt like that a little bit, yeah. Yeah. So with the next one we have Argentina, Mendoza. Which I am gonna. Ooh. I can't put it before Romania for some reason. Ooh. Nah.
No.
This is. Well, obviously I'm a little bit more biased because I'm mostly rating this on Freelancer, This one.
Well, Freelancer is contracts mode even. So, I mean,
yeah.
You played campaign and you played contracts through Freelancer in a way. So,
yeah.
You're just rating it with all the knowledge that you have to have.
Yeah. I would put this one in good but flawed.
Why?
Simply because if you have a showdown here, the map sucks. Like there are always targets that are in that, or that like maneuver literally only around that area where you have the not a dance floor, the dance floor basically, at that area, and just killing them is fucking possible without alerting anyone, sorta, That's the big problem with this one.
Skill issue.
Yeah, sure. I like honestly, I like it on like the campaign was awesome. With the whole Diana thing, and then basically the other girl literally getting shot, which I didn't see coming,
Yeah.
And also like the different ways you can kill them, and the way I bugged the map twice.
Yeah.
During the campaign. I think for regular for regular things, I mean, it has different areas, which is pretty cool. And I also saw that for a freelancer. but the entire, like, you know, underground, there's like an underground facility with shady shit going on is... I've seen it in a couple of other maps and better at that. Reminds me a little bit of Sapienza also with the underground facility to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But just purely based on that, it's... Yeah, it's alright, but nothing that I would rate really highly, you know?
Well, maybe you would change your mind, you know, if I had played more normal contracts. Because the problem with Mendoza is that in Freelancer, it's one of the maps in Freelancer that they have to put some work on, because
probably
almost always all the targets, as you say, you know, they are in the public area, you know, so you only see that, you only interact with that, you know. The map is much more than that. They could be in the vineyards, they could be in the mansion, they could be in the tunnels, you know, they could be in the lavender, you know, area, it could be in, you know, in the back of the house, you know, even, you know, but I've never seen them there. They're always in the dance floor, so...
Well, I don't
know, like, you just see it's a very small part of the map, you know?
I had one of the guards at the mansion, and the weird thing about that... that was extremely fucking weird. Going there in a regular suit, like to that mansion, you know, you have this path, like, you know, from the... But where you basically approach the mansion from the side, and... That if you go there with a suit, that's trespassing. But that little cave that is in there with the shrine, when you are in there, it's not trespassing. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It does, you know. You have the, how did you call it, you know, in the Middle Ages when you went to a church, you know, and you were protected by God.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or even now, you go to a church, you know, you pay the stuff, you know, and then you're protected by the church until they found you.
All right, cancelled. Where do you put it?
They protect you. I think it's good, you know. Nothing too spectacular. I wouldn't say it's flawed, but could be better, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Miami in the sense that it's like, you know, honestly, Miami's perhaps even better than Mendoza. I don't know. Also, it's in the afternoon. I hate afternoons in maps, so...
That's also what I wagered in. I think most of the maps that we're gonna see, except like for maybe 2, they're really, really down on the tier list, even because they are at night.
At night?
Which, I mean, makes sense for stealth, you know? Sorta. The nighttime theme, but, you know.
You don't like them at night?
Usually I like it. As I said, it makes sense for stealth, but, you know, just look at Sapienza or Haven Island and imagine them during nighttime. I mean, Sapienza would probably be good, but Haven Island wouldn't be as good, I think. You know? It's just like way more. It's just way more pleasant to look at, I think, during the daytime.
Well, it depends. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I told you about the Freelancer variations mod. You know, install it. You know, don't wait. You know, because you said like, well, we'll experience the game. The moment you just stop playing Freelancer, you're not gonna go back to play the Hitman variations mod. You know, because it's just gonna be Freelancer still.
Yeah.
You're gonna. It's not that impactful that you say, oh, I'm playing a mod. Seats. You know. Just install it now, you know, and see all these little variations, and maybe you can tell, you know, because you will see Sapienza at night, you will see things. Well, actually, you can see it in the author itself. Yeah, maybe you get the author, and you can, you know, you will be able to compare, you know, without imagining it. You will see the reality of it.
I mean, also despite that, I just had the map. Where the fuck? Well, yeah, the difference obviously is Marrakesh, because Marrakesh at night, you know, is fucking dope. You know. I think I liked it even more than the regular campaign that you have, you know?
Yeah, because you don't see everything grays and tan, you know, color.
yeah, Mendoza kind of gives you that Marrakesh vibe, kind of. And also Bangkok, because, yeah, sunset, you know?
Well, yeah. Yeah, in the time of day, you know, and the rest is just...
Yeah.
Disgusting.
The next time we have Paris. Which wait, where did I put it originally? Okay. Since we have this tier now, I think I'm gonna put it like 1 over good but flawed. I think this is literally just good.
Yeah, you see, it was the bounties are created into several good tiers.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's when something is bad, it's straight up bad. But when something is good, you know, it has nuances, you know, or whatever you say that.
I mean, you know, like just the flashbacks from the campaign where I literally like just killed the first target in her room, and then I just threw her on the catwalk.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Paris is it's a good map, you know. it has a lot of private areas and a lot of public areas, you know. But the
Yeah.
thing is, you can reach most places in several different ways, you know. Once you know the map,
Yeah.
it's great. There's still some places that are basically unreachable, like they don't exist, like the catwalk area or the bar, or you know, like these public areas, you know. That it's just you cannot do anything in them, but there
Yeah.
are few enough. It's not like Miami, so it's a great located map, you know. If only you could disable the, and, you know. Even if you can't disable the catwalk music, you know, as annoying as it might be at times,
You mean a
it
train?
is not that bad. Yeah, it is not as bad, you know, to listen to that train as compared to, you know, the Marcus thing.
I thought it was like an anime intro.
It could be. You know, if you pair that with Snail Meat the Bones and then with that other music, because wait, there's the market music and then there's the radio music, and if you're in specific spots around the place, you can hear them both at the same time. You know, and it's like, breathe it in, boy.
And then you just have like Agent 47's like, you know, disgusted face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whoever is like playing that music is just sits there and it's like, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Now Marrakesh has some cool music.
What? Marrakesh?
Yeah. No, wait, that was Mumbai. Was it Mumbai? Was Mumbai snail meat no boins?
No,
Or was it
that was
Marrakesh? Oh.
You know, I
yeah.
don't recall any Mumbai music, but she's good, you know. That tells you that it's not annoying. If there is music, it is not annoying enough to actually make you remember it.
But you have snail meat no bones. Don't forget that.
I made you. Yeah, but I can watch that in any compilation on YouTube, you know. I don't have to be present there every time to listen to her.
How about in Miami we just, you know, get rid of that oh my god sound file and replace it with snail meat no bones?
Well, actually, that would be better. Better snail meat. No
Yeah.
than the oh my god. Especially progressively louder.
I think that's also you know one of the great things that I'm never gonna forget in Hitman. Basically, when we first time we played it, I was like, "Wait, watch out! Here it comes!" And I didn't know what was going on, and it was just like snail meat no bones.
And then you knew it was the game for you.
Yeah, and then a 6 out of 5.
And then you installed the loot mods and everything was fine.
Yeah. Speaking of 6 out of 5. Next up we have Chongqing, which I mean I know
what do you mean
that
6 out of 5. You mean
right. No, he's leaving. I remember the first time you did your own tier list, you rated this one really low, and then you played it more, and then you rated higher. Same kind of for me, because when I just played the campaign, it was just like, yeah, you know, it exists, it's kind of okay, but it's lacking a little bit.
Yeah.
With Freelancer, yeah, I think I'm just gonna rate it like slowly below Paris. Because even though you have the facility, you get easy access to that. You can roam around. You get easy disguises, sorta. Yeah, you can pretty much reach every place you want. The fucking rooftops are annoying as hell. that much is for certain. But yeah, overall it's pretty cool, challenging and just fun.
Yeah. The thing is, as you said, you know, at the beginning when you don't know the map, the first impression is what it is. You know, it's like it's a small map.
Yeah.
Most of it is empty or feels empty, and it's like, what is this? We don't want the sickness, you know. And then you get to know the map, you know, and then you realize the E. And you know, if you like to infiltrate or if you like shoot only and things like that, it is a great map.
Yeah.
Because of all the ICA facility and you know, like the fortresses are very interesting to infiltrate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, you know, can lead to some sniper E.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot about Paris. It's literally a fucking awesome map for sniping as well.
Paris?
Yeah. You just go like for the campaign. You know?
Well, yeah, the campaign targets, yeah.
Yeah.
Speedrun intensify. Yeah, I will place it here, you know. It is I mean, it is really not a great map, you know, when it comes to the design. It could be much more expansive and interesting, you know. But it's still very I don't know, it does very good what it does, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good, you know, and I would say it's better than Mendoza.
Yeah. Definitely. Because I mean, that's the thing also. You have like the town district, I know what you mean, that literally could be a little bit more expanded upon. But you can literally just, load into it and you would be like, oh yeah, okay, that's Chongqing. Like, it stands out among all of the other maps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because Chongqing right now is like basically, okay, so I have to infiltrate the building block or I have to infiltrate the ICA.
In Freelancer, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or in contracts, and the rest is just like empty street with randomly walking around women that annoy you by talking to you about their problems on the street, and then you leave and ignore them, and then they are like, ooh,
But that's also a problem that everyone is from Britain apparently in China. I didn't know they had a colony there.
Really? No, I mean in this map, the voices that they try to go with the just find your inner sound. They recall the restaurant one. Yeah, they speak like that.
Yeah, the ones that are like relevant for the story. Yeah, but all the other ones, I mean, they don't interact with you that much, but it kind of feels like it's not even really China. It feels like a British colony that is supposedly China.
Well, maybe because you're listening to the guards.
Probably.
If you listen to the guards, then they're speaking American. But they don't look Chinese, if you look at them, most of them. So you could say that they were imported from abroad.
Yeah, by IOU.
Yeah, the women on the street, they speak all, broken Chinese, so it's fine.
Broken to Chinese, but not broken English for some reason. Next up, we have my home turf, good old Germany. Yeah, thank you.
Where Scholz lost his papers,
Exactly. Yeah, the Panama Papers. That's great. Berlin is great. I said it. Fight me.
Berlin. Well, you know that Germany started 2 world wars, so it's the only moral thing to do.
Yeah.
That's more. You sing great, you say.
Yeah.
Great, you say. I mean, it's a great map, but still many areas are basically blocked by crowds, so they don't exist basically. And if you try to hide in the crowds, then
grow up.
and you try to do a suspicious action, they just see through the fucking crowd. I don't know if it is the last app they messed that up, but
that applies for every map.
Yeah, true. Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. The map allows you to snipe, allows you to do many things. It is a very technical map. If you know the ways in and out, it is great for sneaking and stealthing around.
Yep. Yeah, and also, as you said, I literally had like sniper kills also in Freelancer, which is fucking awesome.
Did you try to snipe? You didn't try to snipe from the from the communications tower, did you?
No, but I spawned at the rooftop. And I was like, okay, this is what we're doing now.
That rooftop is good, but I mean, where you spawn in the forests, that tower that is
forest
behind the forest. The tower with the fence. And the trip mines.
Yeah.
If you climb it, you cannot see everything, but you can see many places. And in the story, it's interesting because if you stay there for a while, the sniper, the agent sniper, spoilers, ends up seeing you, and you can hear it on the radio if you have the radio of the other guy.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, I'm seeing him. I'm gonna try to take the shot, and then you see like a laser next to you. It's like very interesting.
That's also the cool thing, yeah. Like they experience a little bit like you don't have a real set target. I think that's basically sort of where the idea for Freelancer came from. It breaches the path upon Freelancer.
Yeah, in a way, it could be that. Like you choose the target and such. But the problem of Berlin, is that it just looks bad. Everything is run down. Everything is like shit. Which is good. I mean, the map is good, but
it's supposed to be a fucking techno club. What do you expect?
No, but I mean, I've seen techno clubs that look better.
You haven't seen the ones in Germany.
Thermal plant, with bikes that you steal. I have.
And also, the music is fucking awesome in this one.
Yeah, it's not annoying. That's at least
a thing. And you have German Mr. Libido in there.
Yeah, exactly. Bad women are, have these balaclavas, so you cannot see their faces. So it's a bad map. Bad map.
Yeah.
Well, it goes after Paris because even if the map itself could be better than Paris. You know, maps looking good is also important, you know? Like, when you play a map, you don't want to play... I mean, playing a random shit place, you know, that is fine at times, but all the time, nah.
It could kind of be Chernobyl, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's what you want. I mean, you have like fucking bikers in there, and you have drugs, and you have gun smuggling. So of course it's not gonna be like that high class Mendoza, Argentina thing, you know? Tina.
Yeah, but that's another thing that I felt, you know, kind of removes a bit of immersion on the map. You know, like in Germany, a motorcycle gang, you know, with like you would say pistols. Well, okay, you know, but with long gangs, you know, like rifles, shotguns, snipers, you know. But
you would be surprised. There was a case like that years ago.
Really?
Yes, and they had literally fucking M16s.
You know what we should do? We should vote for the AFD, so that never happens again.
Next one, Dartmoor. This one...
Dartmoor?
Wait
a minute.
What?
I don't know, Berlin. I don't know, Berlin. I don't know, it's great, but at the same time, you know, it's so run down and shit.
Yeah, but you have all the different targets in the campaign, you know?
I mean, yeah, but
and you
have all the different targets in contracts, and
you can snipe, you can raise hell, you can infiltrate, you can stealth, you can sneak, you know?
Yeah, objectively it is a great map, you know?
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it as other maps, you know, but yeah, it is great.
For Dartmoor, so by the way, which...
We're talking about Dartmoor?
Which I absolutely put before Berlin in fucking great. Not masterpiece, but in great.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I think this is the first one in which there's gonna be a meaningful difference because of how we play.
Okay. What?
You know, and you know why? Because you play with these gasters.
Yeah.
And I play Sur only, and a map like Dartmoor. I mean, in Colorado, they just tell you what it is, you know, and you go straight, you know, okay, it's a military compound, you know, a snake, you have to infiltrate with guns or weapons, you know, you get them on side, you know, and then you
Outer heaven.
You know, and that's the thing, you know. But Dartmoor is like, it's like the that mansion in contracts, the building for mansion, but everything is forbidden, so you have to do complete stealth all the time. But the problem is that the stealth is not really, doesn't require that much ingenuity or skill, or, you know, outside you just go from bush to bush. You can even run straight on the open because they are far enough that they will, the shisha will not reach full visual until you are in the bushes again.
Yeah.
And then when you want to reach a part of the mansion, you just go through the pipes or the ledges and you just reach anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's a bit brain dead in that sense. That's why I put it in Goat But Flawed. You know, it is good. It could be great. I mean, the Garden Show is much better. But the original Dartmoor, you know, is like, it's too easy. It's too easy, you know. I don't know. Like, I mean, do you know what I mean?
That's also actually why I like it, because it is accessible from literally every fucking angle. The thing is, like, it's obviously, I guess it's for the Garden Show why they made that area so big, because it's a little bit like the like Hawke's Bay, where it's just like nothing, you know, for a good majority. But the thing that I like about it is that it is so open. You can like, for a freelancer, obviously also you can snipe if they are at the garden shit outside, or literally if they are in a mansion somewhere, you can actually just wait for them and obviously snipe them.
Point blank.
Sort of.
Like all the sniper assassin runs on YouTube.
Yeah. But I actually also like that you like this is probably. Yeah.
Yeah, now again.
But this one probably also has like my favorite assignment of pipes also, you know, because literally you climb one pipe outside somewhere and you can literally go from there. You can almost reach anywhere, you know.
You mean like in Isle of Skye?
Yeah, the shittiest one of them all.
No. Yeah, well, that is true, you know, but the thing with the pipes is that it makes it, you know, like enter mansion, a beautiful mansion, you know, with many interesting things inside. Yeah. And you find yourself just using the fucking outside of the building to go from place to place because it is absolutely impossible to, well, not impossible, but it's very, very, it just played nine impossible, you know, to do anything inside. For example, you wanted to go to the second floor, but inside, and you just cannot do it through the main stairs because there's those two guys always camping there. I mean, Sur only. Or if you want to do it, I mean, there's I think secondary stairs at some place. I forgot now. Yeah, the library. Yeah, the library with the police. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use that, but even then, you have to reach those stairs. You have to just go in plain sight of the spoiled Nigel that is there, and then the maid.
But
I don't know. It's like.
But
too many people in too many key areas, you know. You just cannot use the inside of the machine. You have to use the pipes and all that, you know, and you just miss out on the most of the map. And you know.
Yeah, that's why you have to use disgusters, because, like, you know, if you look at the main campaign, it makes sense that they wouldn't just allow a random person to go in the mansion, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't discuss the logic of it, you know, but I don't like to use disgusters because they make the game too easy, you know.
Here we go.
So, you know, it will make this map even easier.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to, but yeah. and I haven't even played, like, the garden show yet, but maybe it's gonna be even higher than that. The only reason why I actually put it, like, why I didn't put it in Masterpiece, one of the reasons is literally what you said. Like, I mean, it's cool that the map is not, like, extremely big and that it doesn't have, like, this underground laboratory thing, because, again, Sapienza already did that, sorta, you know? So I like that it didn't do it here. But also because it only has literally, like, one target. And the second thing, I mean, they try and, as we said, you know, in Hitman 3, they tried a couple of different things to make, like, not just have, like, 2 or 3 targets, but also give you some other things, which is, like, the clues, getting the clues in Whittleton Creek, similar to that.
Yeah.
But this one was just fucking bad, you know? Like, the second objective is so fucking stupid.
Yeah. You mean getting the clues, no?
Yeah, exactly. And even the whole thing with the cane is a little bit garbage, you know?
Yeah, unless you just check it on YouTube like I did, you know, first time, you know. Well, I didn't check it for that, but I remember the password from the speedruns and so on.
Yeah, but still, you know, a couple of interesting things to actually kill the main target as well. So that's a cool thing. Like with when you do like a picture and you actually just electrocute her. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. There's also ways that, you know, she can even die without you intervening on that. You didn't see that, but it would be more pretty for this map if you knew.
Is it like in...
But about...
not Silent Hill. Metal Gear Solid 3, where you just, you know, set the time of your PlayStation to like 8 years in the future, and then the end just dies?
Yeah, basically. Could be. I'm not gonna spoil it, you know, because you wanna play the story, man.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but the garden show, you know, if you played it, thing is, almost the entire mansion is inaccessible in the inside of the garden show.
It just
which
restricted
is a disgust. You know, it's a disgust. They go have made it like, I don't know, just make it be there, but have less people inside, you know, because they're all outside, you know, like trying to jerk the guests or something, you know. And so you can, you know, you have more chance of infiltrating and seeing the inside of the mansion that you cannot see in the main mission because it's full of everybody at every corner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you use disgusters.
Disgust. Yeah, but as we discuss, they are disgusting, you know, so we cannot use them, you know. Yeah.
That's
you
logic.
cannot use them either.
Next up, we have Bangkok. This one was originally somewhere in great for me, but playing this multiple times, you know, that's the thing. Playing a map multiple times thanks to Freelancer has different effects. Like, Berlin was lower before, so was Dartmoor, and now it's higher because I just, you know, Freelancer made me do it.
Because My Little Pony?
But now, it started off like here, you know, or here, actually. The shit is fucking here now.
Really?
This is
mediocre.
So, I mean, you know, one awesome thing came out of that, and it was Big Mooney trying Sasso in this one.
Sass. Yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah, that can... But you mean that is a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that was a great thing.
Yeah.
Just for that, it deserves Masterpiece.
Yeah. A great thing, but it kind of showcases the reality of the map, yeah?
Yeah.
And it can die, yeah, it goes like that, you know. But it's still better than Dark Tomorrow. Come on, let me place it.
Wow, I thought you would be also with me on that.
No, because, yeah, I believe in your struggle, but... Yeah, I mean, it has the same problem. You know, like... As Dartmoor. You know, it's just one way up, one way down. Or maybe a...
Nah.
It's like...
No. In Dartmoor, you have different ways to actually, you know, get to the second and first floor. In Bangkok, from what I've gathered from you, if you try to Sasso this, or suit only this, It's literally, there's literally only one way. I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, in Dartmoor, if you want to go to the upper floor, you only kind of have only one way too, but yeah, I guess the difference is that in Bangkok, even if you have suits, you still have to go through all these checkpoints. Half the map is blocked completely, and you need some interesting disguises to reach the top.
Yeah.
And the other part is fine, but I don't know. Then also the key cards everywhere, so it's unless you have the specific equipment, you just cannot enter the places.
True.
And also the guards, wearing that shitty outfit, and also the cleaners wearing that shittier outfit even. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Did you also notice that in Freelancer, the targets are dog shit?
In Bangkok?
Yeah. There's always one in a public area, roaming around literally on the fucking front, like when you spawn in, basically, at that point, meandering around there, where there's literally no fucking way to kill him in any kind of silent way. So you just have to blunt force pump him in the face, and then you have this fucking stupid ass. I fucking hate this guy. You have like the audio, the audio disguise, from the sound engineers. There's this motherfucker on I think it was the second floor. There's a guard, which can be your potential target for Freelancer. And there's this motherfucker that always stands there. And if he turns around, you have the other two motherfuckers who literally still look in that direction. This guy infuriates the fuck out of me every single time.
Exactly, I know.
God
it's a map
damn.
of fury. I don't know exactly what you mean, because I probably never see that because of the way I play.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is that. It's a map that just brings the rage. Because it's so restricted, Yeah. Like everything is restricted, Everything is either very public or it's completely like a landlocked type of shit, You need key cards and then to be a wizard to actually go through. I don't know.
What I like actually in the main campaign though is like the Jordan Cross is kind of cool, but the other guy is just forgettable,
You mean because he's fat? Are you fat shaming him?
Yeah, sure. That guy literally, I forgot his name even.
King Morgan! He's Ken from Street Fighter. But
right.
Yeah. I mean, Ken also gets old eventually, He has all professions. He cannot live off fighting all the time. He's American, like Ken Morgan.
American.
He's blonde, like Ken Morgan. He has long, wavy hair, like Ken Morgan, and
Yeah, but Jordan Crouch is kind of cool. Like it's also the different way you can kill him, basically. But I think also getting to him in Sasu is just impossible, isn't it?
No, it's not impossible.
How do you lure him out of the fucking booth then? I think he's there for the entirety of the game, isn't he?
The booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the way you kill him in Silent Assassin, basically, you go. You go to the, where your room is in the map.
Yeah.
And then you do the thing, through this sort of glass ceiling that is in between. You go into the other building, and then you use these, you do this impossible maneuver, sneaking across all those people in that room watching TV. You go through a pipe up there, and when you reach behind the booth and all that, you have to take out the two engineers or whatever, hanging out there.
Yeah.
And once they're out, you just wait until he tries to go to the booth, and you distract him with a coin or something, and you kill him right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've not ever seen a Silent Assassin done in any different way than that.
Maybe Big Mooney, but...
Yeah. I mean, Silent Assassin should all,
Yeah.
You can also get the microphone, the shitty microphone from Jackie's room, the woman.
That's what I did, yeah.
And place it there, but I don't know if it would work without following the storyline. I don't know, but still, it's just so restricted.
Yeah, absolutely. And even, I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I like also the maps where you have like one outfit where you can literally just scour the entire place because that's good for fucking showdown.
Disgusting.
Exactly, and that's just not the fucking case. I mean, it's sorta in Bangkok. It's worse in Wetland Creek, but in Bangkok. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, literally that fucking sound engineer guy just infuriates the fuck out of me. I just fucking hate this guy.
And as I said, you know, like, who are you? I've seen you before.
the targets that they picked here are also dog shit. Just gonna leave it at that, you know. The targets are fucking dog shit. Yeah, absolutely. I played it a lot because, you know, I was like, oh, you know, yeah, I like Bangkok.
Yeah, because Thailand too. But then you know, like, you're disappointed at the Asianness now. What happened? What happened?
Next.
Bangkok happened.
Next, Colorado. Bad.
Colorado. Oh, really? You just get, you know.
There you go.
Once you get to know him a bit better, you know.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Not that bad. E.
Okay, thanks for joining. I'm gonna cut off Sig now.
Got it. Look at it. It's a Ramses pyramid. No, but Colorado is actually people hate the map, but it is a pretty good map if you played it the way you know. If you play shoot only, it's a pretty good map because it just becomes Metal Gear. You know, you just have to infiltrate Outer Haven, and it's actually very hard, and you have to time things right. But it's not impossible or restricted in the way that Bangkok is. You know, you can infiltrate through the map itself. You know, there's sort of, you know, there's strategical grass, strategical places, and so on. You can infiltrate through the boundaries of it. You know, some of the best, most satisfying shoot-only runs, you know, sniping or whatever that I've done in the game have been in Colorado because of that. Also because, you know, you make a single mistake and you're dead. It's like, I don't know, it's the ultimate challenge, and because of that is that great. But if you play with these guys, you know, understand why it could be shit. Because it's just, everything is the same. It's like,
Well, not only that, but also there are like distinct, like invisible lines. Well, I mean, it makes sense that one guy can't like go. It makes sense in my head, kinda, that you can't go in like a specific like section of the map because you don't have the disguise for that. It kind of makes sense, but it's like an invisible wall. Like all of a sudden you are trespassing in there, you know. But that's not even a thing.
Yeah.
I always spawn outside. I try to. I'm like, okay, this guy is secluded, you know, or there's another guard, so I can just literally like bang bang, you know, take him out. Every fucking time I do that, someone from inside that is patrolling is gonna see them, and then I have to kill another one, and then that guy, when he's dead, he gets seen by another one that is patrolling, and then I have to kill another one, you know? And every time I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give Colorado a shot. It's probably not that bad when I go in prepared with, like, sniper rifle, because sniping also sort of works, kind of not, because kind of bullshit still, but even with disguises, you know, this map is just, it's goddamn, it sucks. I had like one guy from the IT, I think it was like in the mansion, you know, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm outside, I can actually maybe wall bang him, you know, shoot him through the wall with the sniper rifle. Taking out the sniper rifle, and for some reason, someone that was patrolling outside, I checked my surroundings for, it felt like 10 minutes, someone just came out and saw me there, you know, and then he alerted everyone, and then I'm dead.
But that's not the map's fault, you know, that's your fault.
It is. I stood there 10 minutes and I made sure no one comes by, and then someone comes by miraculously.
But that's why it's the true Metal Gear experience, you know? Even if in Metal Gear this never happened, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It is the hardest map to infiltrate, and that's why it's great, you know?
I mean, if there would be like literally like anything, like, you know, like they did in Paris or in Dartmoor, you know, when you can basically scale or traverse the map like that, that would be kind of cool. That would be, you know, challenging, definitely.
It would be cheesy. It would be, I don't know.
I mean, okay, you know, I like the mansion. The house, literally, you know.
Mansion?
That's kind of a cool area, you know. But everything else, even if you have that's the thing. Even if you have a disguise for that, everyone in the mansion is still an enforcer, you know. So it feels like you're really fucking restricted to how you can actually just like openly go in and actually, you know, scope out the area, you know.
That's what honestly, I like to go in and
observe, you know, where can I go out, where can I go in, you know.
Observe. Well, you didn't observe good enough. The thing is, if at any point you start playing the game, you know, without using disgusters,
never.
Colorado is gonna spike him in in ghost for you.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna like it, and you're gonna like it now.
As I said, every time at the beginning of Freelancer, every time I was like, you know, I'm gonna give Colorado a shot. I still am for the first 3 missions. It's doable, you know? That is doable.
But you know, that's a skill problem, you know? It's not the map's problem. I mean, it's true that the invisible shits, you know, like,
yes,
ooh, you're a repairman guy, so you cannot cross this invisible line that leads to the explosive yard because we will all get mad at you, you know?
Yeah.
That makes no sense, and it's not even like, there's not even like a boundary, as you say, you know, that says you cannot come here.
Exactly.
But I don't know, like, besides that, you know, if you play Surroundly, most of these issues, almost all of these issues, just disappear, and you just, you know, like, everybody becomes a guard, everybody becomes an enemy, and you just have to infiltrate. You just imagine a map in which, you know, everything was a guard, so the, you know, like, much more challenging, much more ill, you know?
But no, aside from that, you have 4, was it 4 targets in the campaign? Or 3?
Yeah.
4.
But you like them, you know?
You have a fucking map where literally everyone is an enforcer, sorta, and then you have 4 targets, right? Yeah, thanks for that. I mean, okay, you have different ways of killing them, but not. I mean, yeah, okay, 4 targets, you don't need like 8,000 different ones. I get that, but still, like 4 targets is just way too much. You know, there's a fine line. 2 is great, 3 is great, 4 is just too much, especially for a map like Colorado. You know.
The reason there's 4, I think, is to force you to visit all the different areas of the map.
Yeah.
Otherwise you wouldn't, because it would be too hard to go from place to place.
Pause.
You know, so you check inside the barn because of Machine Gay, the one Parvati something, Maya Parvati is there.
Got it.
Then the communications Interpol woman, you know, like in the vineyard and so on, you know, like the guy at the main house.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's because of that there's so many. Also because if there was only a couple of targets, most people will just take a spot, you know, in some bushes, you know, and kill them with a pistol from there, you know, and call it a day, just to not complicate things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's the thing. I also like the how do you call it? Like the specific kind of kills, you know, the cineastic kind of kills that, you know, lead to a cutscene and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You don't have that in Colorado. I don't think any of them. I think you can spike like a joint, which is kind of interesting, you know?
Ooh. No, there is, you know. I think at some point you can tamper with the phone of Sean Rose, and he blows himself. Yeah.
They'll pick up the trap phone.
Yeah. Well, the others you cannot really consider them cinematic, but
yeah,
you know. Yeah, more or less. Well, it's kind of cinematic, you know, the story of the Interpol woman. But the rest, yeah, I don't know.
What I give Colorado definitely is like because it's like, is it the final mission of Hitman 1? Or 2? 1?
Ooh, you forgot about Hokkaido already.
1. Yeah. Before that, yeah. But like the whole reveal with how they are like all interconnected, you know, when you go to the cellar. That one was awesome. That one was cool.
Yeah. One problem with the main mission is that you can only exit through the cellar. That is shit.
Yeah. Even though, I gotta say, Ezra Burke, you can't take her disguise, which sucks. But that outfit would be awesome.
Yeah, you wanna be the mix of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees.
On a budget. Yeah.
You know, you can be them when you learn to respect them.
But you know,
you respect Colorado, you can be that, you know. And I can point you to the mod that I used to be Ezra Burke.
I want to be Lucas Gray. I think we talked about that before. But
actually, there is a mod for that, you know. So it switches your signature 47 suit for Lucas Gray.
Nice. That's what we need. And then we just need one for the Ambrose Island guy.
Ambrose Island? That Pigo, you know.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I think it was Big Mooney. Now that I see Bangkok again. I think Big Mooney was the guy that says there are 2 maps you have to avoid in Freelancer, and that's Colorado and Bangkok.
You said that?
I think it was him or it was Mr. Freeze, one of the 2.
Mr. Freeze? Probably Mr. Freeze, you know. Big Money is more like just suffering them in silence.
Next up, we have Hokkaido.
Hokkaido?
This one is... I would literally say that's a masterpiece, but not better than Sapienza.
In Japan. A masterpiece, but not better than Sapienza. Eh?
Yeah.
Not like a gun intoxicating innocence. Not low. Hokkaido, you know, at the beginning, you know, could have been here, you know.
But what happened?
What happened, Hokkaido? What happened? In the end, it is good and it is nice, but it is all of it is a fortress that you cannot. I mean, you cannot access most of it, and you need specific items like the key cards or a disgaster to access them. And even then, there are areas in the map that there is no fucking way that you can enter them unless you have a specific disguise. Like or even with the disguise, like where the Kai is, the AI, but it's not especially that, especially the observation rooms upstairs. It is not impossible to access the observation rooms up there, suit only, just like that, you know.
Yeah.
Even with the scramblers.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's in that sense, it's too restrictive, but it's a good map, you know. Actually,
I mean, that is gonna change when we have more maps on there, because maybe I'm leaning more towards great also, now that I think about it. Because yeah, that's the thing, like, Bangkok is restricted, you know? But but Hokkaido is also restricted, but not as bad as Bangkok, I would say, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, of course.
Because it's only almost impossible.
At least in Hokkaido, you have many different ways of reaching different places.
Yeah.
You know? That is very good.
Yeah.
You know, and also the ninja stuff and all that.
Yeah. And the Godzilla Easter egg thing.
Yeah.
That's probably the greatest thing that they ever released.
Well, I don't recall. I recall seeing that. I think you sent me a video, but I've never seen it myself.
Yeah. And also, I'm not gonna leave it at masterpiece because also the music is fucking awesome. You know.
Yeah.
And we.
America.
Yeah, the music that plays in the chef's area. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
What? That shit, you know, it's like bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, with the 64 bits per second microphone from the guy in the radio show. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I love it.
But you like that type of Japanese nonsense, you know?
This fucking guy.
Disgust.
No, like that also, like, you know, the way you can actually kill Yui is fucking amazing. The way 47 when you rip the heart out of the thing, you know, and he just throws it with so much force into the garbage bin. It cracks me up every time.
Yeah, reminds me of throwing the shaman powder to the wall of the radio. That's, you know, at first, you know, people go and, you know, do that with the heart, you know, it's like, it's personal. You know, and then eventually it's just, let's throw the shaman powder to the operating theater and call it a day.
You know, we also had the great thing in Hokkaido with the two of us, where, you know, when I did not that, but when I did the sauna kill, and, you know, he locks like, that's the weirdest thing. He locks Yui in. He locks Yui into the sauna and stares her down.
Wait, what? Because I couldn't hear you. You know, you broke up.
I love how he locks her in the sauna and then just like stares her down from outside.
Yeah, with the neutral face, you know.
Yeah. And then, you know, I have you in my ears where it's like, look at him, he's smiling.
Oh, look at him. He was like, I don't know. It was the Bormio stare in a way.
Yeah, the neutral one. And, you know, don't forget how we spazzed out Yui.
Yeah.
With the wrench.
Yeah. It actually led to the most memes, you know. And also, didn't something else also happen in the bathrooms below? You know, something happened when I was playing it, and you were watching. Something got messed up with a guy in a bathroom, I think.
Can't recall, actually.
Yeah, he also began doing the meep meep. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, when I played Hokkaido in like Freelancer, I think one of the couriers, I just made her slip on a banana peel, and it was like next to a flower pot. The flower pot broke, and then it had like a sound loop of it breaking constantly, and it sounded like, you know, she had like a prison shackle around her ankles.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
That was good.
And unless you leave the area, you're fucked. You know?
Yeah. And just like the entire like different ways of how you can actually kill Yui specifically, like and soldiers as well.
Yeah, but
I
that's
like that.
no. I mean, the main Hokkaido is like, the thing is contracts. You know, contracts is the thing. Contracts.
We're gonna see. I'm probably gonna like shift it down towards great, but we're gonna see.
Oh, great. Okay, this. Well, I'm gonna leave it in good. Maybe I can shift it up towards great if I feel merciful enough. But yes, it is great in nature, but it has some flaws that just keep it down. So for now, yeah.
Now we're a little sorta. I mean, there are some major differences, but for the most part, I'm right. Next up.
For the most part, right. And for the other part that is not the most.
Next up, we have the ICA facility, which I'm gonna be rating as mediocre.
I'm gonna rate it as a masterpiece, you know. This is where you learn the game.
I'm not sure, either mediocre or bad, but before Colorado still.
Disgusting, you know. Yeah, it is a mediocre map because it is a bare bones map, and you cannot even do like almost the entirety of it is just both the jag and the other thing, the base.
Yeah.
Well, not the base, not that much, but the jag is just a completely public area, you know, except for a couple of rooms and such, you know, which is like okay, you know. Everything is plywood, you know, so okay, yeah, you can imagine, but I mean, it's a fucking video game. You don't have to imagine in a video game. That's why it is a video game. Right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like
and then
the first
base
part
is just like.
I mean, the first part is literally tutorial, so can't expect much more out of that. But yeah, the second part, there are different ways of killing the target, which also gives you like more of a tutorial, basically. So for what it is, it's alright, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it is there. Yeah. It's the only thing I can say about this map. It is there. Yeah.
I mean,
but it's not bad. You know, it's just like.
It introduced me to the Hitman franchise, you know, so or made me actually enjoy it.
ICA facility.
Yeah, because it was the first thing I played, you know.
Disgusting. Yeah, but well, I mean, the first thing you play doesn't mean that it's the one that made you stay, no?
Yeah, but made me familiar with the mechanics and teach me everything, basically.
Yeah, and it teach you about the value of sloot mods.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you doing that kill accident with the boat or something, and you were like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly with that pitch.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, Hawke's Bay.
Hawke's Bay, is how they call it in Japanese, you know?
Right.
Hawke's Bay.
Which I think... Before Bangkok? No.
No.
Yeah, probably here.
No, sis. Well, that's because you haven't played contracts mode. You know? But even you play contracts mode, you know, it's just you end up only killing guards, you know. So.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, just like basically Dartmoor, you know. Ooh, before Dartmoor, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So gasto. Yeah, I mean, I played Hawke's Bay a lot, you know, and in fact, it's one of my favorite maps when it comes to the design of it and the atmosphere and so on, you know. The only problem is that almost everybody there is a fucking guard, you know, so it feels like, I don't know, killing guards in the game is not as satisfying as actually killing a real target, because you feel that guards, you know.
Guards?
I don't know, like they're... Nah. You know, it's like, I don't know, it feels like guards are part of the furniture of maps. You know, it doesn't feel like they are real targets for me. I don't know how to explain it. That's why it feels like, but there were a lot of interesting things that you can do in the map, you know, and all these, because actually in contracts mode, if you can actually find some of the elusive targets that are played in this map, and they're interesting, you know, like it's a couple of the politician, I think, and well, maybe the only one. But it's interesting how you get here and so on, you know, and it's not easy, it's not that impossible, you know. You can still infiltrate the house in different ways, which is very interesting, you know. Yeah. Feels like it even feels a bit like a Splinter Cell mission, you know.
True. Yeah. I mean, also for the main map, obviously, which is because it's not available in fucking Freelancer. I like that you can basically, alert the map and then you just put like the poison in the ventilation shaft, you know, and kill him that way. The second, alternative, what was it, mission? You know, where you basically kill our guards with an awesome outfit. That was sort of enjoyable, but kind of mundane because you can't get the disguise, which would be fucking awesome, you know? Like the whole pumpkin thing, I would love that. It's alright for that, you know? And also different ways to kill the targets, both of them.
Yeah, but I mean, well, it was what you experienced.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. There's really not much to say about the game, to be honest. I mean, the map. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
It's like another tutorial map.
Yeah, it's like a tutorial, really, you know?
Yeah.
And if you just look at it like that, if the quality of the tutorial itself and the map and so on, you know, it is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Except for the guards, you know, like everything is a guard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think like literally 99% of the entire map is guards.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's good, you know, even not flawed, you know, because it is really not flawed, you know. It is what it is, you know. If you look at it as a training map, which is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, just like a little bit more exciting than ICA facility.
Well, a lot more exciting than ICA facility. You know, if the ICA facility wasn't all plywood, you know, and shit like that, then
plywood.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's still also all of these guards.
Yeah.
But it's not like because you could say, oh, Colorado is also all guards, but it's not the same, you know. It's not the same, and I don't even know why exactly. You know, it's different.
Because it is
the atmosphere and what they do. Because Colorado is all guards, but they are doing different things. They are doing different stuff. You know,
they all suck.
They're popping bushes. You know, they're being the best map in the game. You know, like, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know.
In fact, you gave Colorado a Nautilus quote is just disgusting in and of itself.
Nautilus. A Nautilus quote? You mean they bring me the children?
Yeah, sure.
Is that his quote that you mean?
No, when you win, it's just like, good.
Good. Or when Fizz dies, you know? People call him Jizz.
Right. Next one, Miami. Here is going to be another huge diversion, because ever since Freelancer,
Miami,
this one is God tier. Which everyone, that's the thing. When we played Hitman, and we got to Miami, and you were like, you know, I'm really gonna wait for that though. You told me that I fucking hate Miami, and everyone loves Miami, so I'm gonna be interested in what you think. Now that I've played that, you can play that in when it's an alerted territory. You can play Showdown. You can play Showdown alerted territory. There are multiple ways to gain access to literally any fucking part of the map. There are huge, vastly different parts of the map. You have the crowded area with all the oh my god shit that kind of sucks. You have the racetrack. You have the museum kind of thing. You have the beach side. You have like the guard area. I fucking love this, man. There are so many different ways. There is not one disguise that gives you access to literally anything. But just finding like a disguise that works for the majority of the part, you can scope out areas. It's fucking awesome. And, you know, synergistic kills. Even though it's like the same, from the same area, but you can kill Sierra in 8 different ways. You can manipulate the race. You have Kvoon Pit. You have Curve.
Kvoon.
And, you know, also like blowing up. I think that's what we did when we blew up the other guy. I forgot his name. With his car, basically, you know, just blew him out of the water like that. That was fucking awesome. Getting the disguise for from the mascot, you know, and then having like usual conversations with the guards is awesome. Like,
yeah,
this map is awesome. I love it.
Moto mapa.
No. Ooh.
Motherfucking disgust. Let me. Cease. Cease.
Oh, yeah, really?
Actually, you know, I was a sinner, you know.
There you go.
You know, playing Freelancer made me see the map in a different way because he forced me to play this map, which I never played because I hated it. Yeah. You know, like it was made of white
plywood,
you know?
Yeah.
Plywood. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, new meme. But Freelancer forced me to play this map, which I hadn't even played that much in Contracts because I disliked it. But it's as you say, everything you say is like that, you know. It's like many different varied areas, you know, that you can reach in many different ways.
Yeah.
You can infiltrate all of them. It is hard, but it is not impossible, and you don't have to do it in very specific ways.
Yeah.
You also have to, I don't know. It's like you say, you know, the only area that I criticize because it's like is the VIP area, because it's an entire part of the map that you just cannot access unless you are VIP or you have a disguise.
But you can snipe.
Or I don't know.
Can you?
Can you? Yeah, probably from the building, from the motel. Maybe you can. But still, you know, it's like an area that I would like to. I mean, if I'm inside that area, even if I didn't enter with the VIP invitation, I should be free to go, you know, because they don't know that I entered illegally.
Yeah,
I don't. But the last time as I tried, they just saw who I was, you know. I don't know, or maybe it was for another reason. Maybe I'm mistaken in this, but if you could access that area freely, I mean, if at the checkpoint they see you, of course they don't let you pass. You know? But if you're inside, you'll be able to go free around, you know, because nobody's gonna say, "Hey, look at these blacks," you know. It's not gonna be like that.
Also, you know, what I really like about the map in Freelancer is when you have the safe in the guard station, because even if you have a guard disguise, there are 2 enforcers right there, and just sneaking around them and finding the clues and getting the clues that way, and then opening the safe and getting spotted by that fucking idiot that walks that is outside, sees you. I actually saw me threw a fucking grenade in there. I fucking hate that guy. But also that is just really fucking awesome, especially because it's like that really intense moment of, do I have enough time until this guy turns around, or is there going to be another guard that is like actually an enforcer like coming around the corner, and then actually getting it open is just awesome. There was also an interrogation at that specific time, actually, in a room where there was also like one of the clues in there, and that was kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, in that sense, it feels a bit like a James Bond map, even, you know, it's like like everything gets done in a way that looks like luck, but but it's not, you know. I don't know. Pretty on disc, you know.
Interesting. Yeah, as I said, you know, at first you actually hated this, so it's interesting to see that you put it in great.
Yeah, you know, I was a different man, but then I prayed to Jesus a bit, you know, and I became a Christian, and I went to church every day, and I played Nautilus in Runeterra, and I changed, you know.
This guy.
The thing was playing them out, you know, like what I told you of Isle of Gales and Isle of Gales and Colorado and so on. The moment you start playing them more and you understand them and you, I don't know, then you like them.
Yeah. And that's the thing also with Miami, like so many different areas, but it's not overbearing, you know? It still has like, it still has the racetrack, which gives you, okay, this is Miami. But still, like the museum, the racetrack, the areas from the pits, you know, you have that, you have the beach area. Yeah. Like,
exactly. I love it. Woman with few clothes, you know, also.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's great,
Didn't you tell me that there was one guy who had literally asked if you could, like, you know, just delete, if there's a way to delete the oh my god thing? I think you said it was on Reddit or something.
Yeah, not on Reddit, but on Steam. I read in the discussions at some point somebody asked, you know, like if there was a mod or a way of disabling that.
That's the thing, also in Miami. That's
what I noticed, you know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's not that bad.
Because I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. The thing is, I hadn't really noticed how annoying it is until I read that thing. You know, then I noticed that I couldn't not notice.
Not really in Freelancer, because you don't really have many targets down there sometimes.
Where?
And you know, like that's the thing also. There are some maps where it's almost impossible when it's like in another territory, New York, to actually complete it, let alone fucking showdown. In Miami, it still is. And the thing is, if you get caught doing ill activities, the guards fucking wreck your ass in this one, you know?
In Miami?
Yeah. Like, that happened a lot. And it's not a pleasant time.
Well, I had the opposite experience, you know? In this map, you can get away with stuff that you cannot get away with on other maps. Because the guards are usually not that packed, you know? So when you do some shit, it takes them a while to reach the area, and by then you're already gone. And then you just hear them like, what happened?
That's the thing, in Hokkaido you still have, like, since it's like corridors and stuff, you can still hide in like closets and stuff, especially like in the guard station area thing. But in Miami, when you are out in the open, it's like, okay, I guess I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah, but only a fool gets caught in the open, with a weapon.
And what I realized, when you have a trap phone and you place that in like the toilet area, there are like 3 different cabins. You can just lure all of them in there, knock them unconscious, and then, drag them there basically in separate toilet stalls and then blow them up. That works.
That's your mistake, You don't play the trap phone, you pick it up.
You are the trap phone.
Yeah. Become the trap phone, as Bruce Lee said,
Exactly, yeah.
With that accent.
Next up.
Become the trap phone. Yeah.
Right.
No.
Next up, we have Ambrose Island.
The Gross Island.
Lead up by my good old friend Lucas Gray. Good thing that it's also available on Freelancer.
Freelancer.
This one.
Really?
Yes. This one.
Ooh.
Is
it really gonna be?
I think yes. Yeah. Yes, I would say good but flawed. Over Mendoza still, because it's still fun, but it has its flaws for sure. First thing, you never kill the target in the campaign, the guy, because he's fucking awesome. That's the first sin.
I
love.
I don't see what you see of in him. He's just like the average Monsignor Faggio.
Nah, cease. What was the guy? What was the agent's name that is also in Hokkaido? Forgot his name. Smith.
Mr. Blackie.
Agent Smith. Yeah. I fucking love that part.
Yeah.
But when I played it in Freelancer, I guess it also depends on the spawn. Since I play with the Scuffsters as well, it's the same thing with Sapienza. When you spawn in the castle and you have like the 3 guys, and then basically who are enforcers, all of them, and who are sus of you, and then you have the 2 guys at the front of the gates. You have to sort of sneak your way around, and it takes like 8 hours to just throw the fucking briefcase every time to bring him closer and then give him the final blow. That kind of sucked. But the overall...
Well, of course it sucks, That's why you don't play like that, You just need to play like a man.
Yeah, and
because,
die.
When you came up with the idea of using the briefcase, I was like, oh, boy. I didn't say anything because I was like, you could have just hang on the bridge, Who knows? Many different things, Because that was probably the most direct way of going in, the most hard to get this. But yeah, if you play like that, of course, it's boring. That's why we also try to not do pacifications, because it leads to that. It leads to, okay, I had to reach this place. So instead of thinking, how can I reach that place? I'm just gonna knock out everybody unconscious in this area.
Exactly, like a man.
No.
Yes.
Because then it becomes boring, and inspired.
Well, to you.
And then he also sends letters to Hitler, when you're sleeping, it opens your computer in secret and it types, "Oh, Hitler's son, please come to me."
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, the ways you can kill the targets in the main campaign is awesome. I haven't played Showdown on this. I expect it to be terrible. But
no, it's one of the easiest ones, actually.
I have to try that out, definitely. But I like the different areas. Like, you have 3 different ones, kind of. You have, like, the Raka Khan territory from the pirate shit. You have the main town, which is kind of depressing, but I kind of like it. And, like, the heavily guarded guard station thing, That is kind of cool. I like these areas.
Yeah. Feels like a Metal Gear map,
Yeah, like the... What was it? Peace Walker or something?
Peace Walker. Well, I never played it, but... Yeah,
this fucking guy.
In that jungle machine. No, even Metal Gear 3,
Well, I would put that more towards Santa Fortuna. Even though there's nothing in the jungle.
Nah, because of the time of day, Ambrose is more like Metal Gear, in the way, like, even the fortress, the tower, and so on. More like the...
True.
Yeah. Let's say the map has its flaws and so on, but it's still diverse enough and good enough. You can reach many places different ways. And it's not like public in the sense that you cannot do anything because everybody's looking and everybody's like a dead NPC, Like, every place has its own particular thing, its own specific NPCs, with their own specific conversation, making sense, in the whole.
Yeah.
And No, I like that. Or entering people's houses and see them there sleeping, and then you watch them while they sleep. Yeah. And then you watch them longer, and then you go to another house and you watch someone else.
Realistic that the couple that I saw, like sitting on the wooden on the wooden shits, and then I because I approached them from the side and I didn't see because there was a house right next to it, and then I was like, you know, when I was walking by, I was like, okay, what are you looking at? And it was like, oh, the wall of another house. Beautiful. And then I did NBA maneuvers to break them apart.
Yeah. NBA. NBA. Yeah. So I see, like, this map touched us ill both in the same way, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think it's flawed, you know. I think it's good, but not that good, you know. But it's good enough, you know.
That's what I mean. I still prefer it definitely over Mendoza, for obvious reasons, because Mendoza just feels way more restricted, even with like regular suit, than Ambrose Island does. You know.
You see, Mendoza. You know what I told you at the beginning of Miami and so on. Mendoza is that, but it's not an impression. It's how it is. You know.
Yeah.
Or at least how the targets are placed always in that same place. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I guess they update that sometimes. I mean, like Mendoza specifically, I think it could get higher for like a freelancer. But as it is, it's really just not good.
Yeah, but it depends. Yeah, but I mean, there are other maps that deserve. That I need a rework for freelancer much more. Yeah,
definitely.
Starting with New York, that actually gives you the same fucking targets every single time. You know? Disgusting.
Next up, we have your hometown. It is now
Saint Fortune. You know, the one that fires at you with the ghost gun. You know,
from the Metallica album. Really?
Yeah. Saint Anger. You know, your favorite, everyone's favorite.
That one for me is, I think, just below Chongqing, actually.
Chongqing.
Yeah.
Really?
A little bit hard to rate. A little bit hard to rate. Because like the second shits that we played, the alternate contract was garbage. But what really stuck with me ever since we played it for the first time in Santa Fortuna is the violence that 47 uses. Like giving the woman an extra, knock on the head and then throw her to the alligators, smashing the fucking drug lord Kingpin's head onto the machine before he throws him into the wood chipper. It's like, what's with the anger? 47.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That kind of shocked me, when he slams her at the veranda.
And not,
she was showing the tits, like he could have had some mercy,
And don't forget, your legendary thing, when we used the drug thing, it was like, 99% crush.
Yeah.
But not only that, I love the mansion area is cool. It feels just a little bit, that's the thing, like it feels like it's like GTA San Andreas, where you have Los Santos, you have Badlands, you have Las Venturas, and you have what was it? Las Venturas, San Fierro. Yeah, it feels like that, You have the town, you have the drug plantation thing. The Badlands is literally the the Badlands are literally the jungle, even though there is nothing in the jungle, which is weird. And because that's an entire area, it's just like for you to go from one place to another, and there is nothing, which is kind of weird. And then literally like in Dartmoor, where there's like this whole space and there's just nothing. And then the mansion.
Well, that's what you think. It's not that there's that much empty space, and it will make sense, because it's kind of the jungle, it's like the wilderness. If there was people every 2 meters, that would be weird and would break immersion. But as you say, it's like a very different, distinct places, and they all make sense in their own way.
Yeah,
they all can be reached in many different ways, and the way that they are like with the tourists near the river, and moving around, and then the people in the village and stuff. everything is very well done. You know, I will actually say, oh, machine.
Really?
Yeah. After playing it a lot, you know, and other maps, I definitely think it's one of the best maps in the entire trilogy.
Okay.
Because of that, you know, like if you want to play it with suits, you know, you can do it perfectly fine, you know, and there's many different ways to do it and to screw it up. It still requires you to be creative. And if you want to do it suit only, you can still do it. You know, you can infiltrate the mansion. It is very hard, but it's not impossible, and it's very rewarding. You can, I don't know, do it in many different creative ways, you know. You can go... Also, you haven't seen most of the map as well. You probably only saw a few parts, you know, but there's hidden tunnels, you know, in the jungle next to the excavation site, you know, where the hidden dagger is.
Okay.
You know, all of that, you know, the hippopotamus, you know, or...
I know that.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the mansion itself, you know, and the tunnels, everything, you know, it's like... It feels like... Truly, you know, like, I don't know, like, the maps I enjoy the most in this game, perhaps, are maps that just look like Metal Gear, you know, for some reason. And
but then Romania would be in masterpieces.
Well...
What happened?
Yeah, well, it looks a bit like... Yeah. But the thing is, if you play Contracts in Santa Fortuna, you know, it is the most diverse completely, you know? Like, it can be anybody, anywhere, you know? And it doesn't feel like, oh, it's this guy, you know? At times it's someone completely alone, other times it's someone in a house, other times it's someone in a kind of public area, a construction worker, you know, someone in the mansion. And yeah, I don't know. Also in a cartel mansion, it's kind of very hard to infiltrate, but you can do it and it feels like
Yeah. And yeah, you can also get to the mansion, or you can get through the mansion in a suit perfectly. Well, no, it's hard, but it works, you know.
Disgust. Actually, not sure if did I show you that speedrun? You can also get into mansion without a suit through the front door, carrying a gun, you know, and nobody does anything. I don't know what was that the exploit that they used in that speedrun, but it was funny. But actually, if you think about it, you know, looking at that, them both now, you know, undressing each other and fondling each other, you know, and fiddling each other.
This guy.
Sapienza and Santa Fortuna, you know, basically the same thing, you know. Big maps with very differentiated areas, you know. Some of them are public, some of them are fortresses. Like all of them are unique, you know. The church, the mansion, the beach, you know, the streets, the town hall, and then Santa Fortuna, the cartel mansion, the tunnels, the plantation, the jungle, the village, and you have so many possibilities. They are the essence of Hitman, you know. You can do anything in any way that you want, and it's never gonna feel completely the same. It's gonna be hard enough that you're gonna still feel like I like this challenge, you know.
I still gotta say though, Sapienza, it feels more seamlessly connected than it does in Santa Fortuna, you know. Yeah. It seems like it's just like for like the like. What I don't really like is when you have. I mean, it's kind of okay when you have like one target at one point of the map, especially for a big map like Santa Fortuna, and then the other one is literally on the exact opposite side of the map. It's kind of cool because you have to traverse the map and you can figure out different ways to go there. But it can be also fucking annoying as hell, you know?
Nah, it's fine.
But you know, I give it because I think it's probably the biggest map, because also when you consider that you have like this underground laboratory kind of tunnel system, you know?
Yeah.
That's also kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there are parts that you haven't even seen, you know, like the excavation site and all that.
Yeah.
And the construction site.
No, I did, yeah.
For example, you saw that thing with the tree, and then, you know, taking that advantage uphill next to the construction site, you know, to look with the sniper rifle or the camera. The type of thing, you know, it's so Metal Gear in a way. You know, it's like you're playing even Arma 3 at some point, you know.
Yeah, Santa Fortuna is literally Metal Gear Solid 3, kinda.
Yeah.
And let's not forget
without the half-naked woman, you know.
And and let's not forget that the drug plantation thing with the gas mask is just the coolest outfit in the game. You know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You mean the Arkham tuxedo, right?
Yeah, sure.
That you don't have. Why don't you have it, eh? Why don't you have it?
Next up,
why?
we have Mumbai, which I am gonna put at bad, but before Colorado.
Gust. Really?
Yes.
Why? Do you think it's actually? Do you think it's an objectively bad map?
Yes.
Why? Explain yourself. In 500 words or less.
Right. In Freelancer, I think it happened 3 times in a row now that the same target is in the exact same area, which is like a construction worker which is easy to take out with a sniper rifle. There is one target in the fucking hus where it's impossible to kill him without getting spotted. Given I made it out, I play it multiple times in Freelancer, you know, and I'm still gonna be playing it because it's better than Colorado. But it's like, you know, pick your poison. But overall, I just don't like the, you know, we have like this dense, crowded area, you know, where literally there are people every single where.
Really?
I fucking hate that, you know?
Yeah,
I fucking hate it.
That can be bad, but it's just the streets, you know? It's not like the entire map, and it makes sense that they are there, you know? They serve you more than like, it doesn't feel like it, okay, let's fill this with random people like in Mendoza,
that's what it feels like to me.
Call it a day. To me, it doesn't, you know? Because you know why it feels like that to you? Because you haven't explored the map deep enough. If you have actually seen most of the map, then have you been in the crow's nest? In the crow's nest?
Yes.
No, you haven't. Have you been in the railroad? No, you haven't.
Yes.
No.
In Freelancer? Yes.
In Rangan's Tower, you know, and
yes.
all its floors, you know, all its glory. No, you haven't.
I have. I watched you. Map. Yes.
No, well, that's not having been there.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you played to achieve Mastery 20, you know, and did many challenges to get to that, it will have forced you to check all these different areas, you know, that, I don't know. Like, I think you need to get to know the map more, and then you're going to like it much more.
It is also just the entire, you know, it's like a little bit like Marrakesh. It could be better, but given that everything is in like this orange-brown tint, you know?
Brown.
Which is the same thing.
Also that everything is full of trash, you know?
That too. But also, like, it's the exact same, like, orange-brown tint that Colorado has. Where it just looks like, ugh.
You don't have anything against the Browns?
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
I give it one thing. It's a really good map for sniping. But then you have the fucking issue that every fucking guard comes to you when they see you killing him, which is fucking stupid, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. But it happens in all maps, man.
Yeah. That's a game mechanic thing.
But, you know, like what you said about the tones and so on, the colors, it is not as bad as Marrakesh, you know? There's still a lot of jungle mixed in between the city, you know?
Have you seen the railroad?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the railroad within? You know, it's like an entire, it's like a botanic garden. You know.
I mean, I mean not the railroad. I mean like literally the train. I mean, it's kind of cool. I want to try that in the main mission where I guess it's possible to, you know, get the train to just basically kill the target by smashing into the thing. I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. You know.
Yeah, but that's not the thing, you know. Like the thing is in contracts, you know. It's like so many people. It's a city, you know. Honestly, that map feels like a city. The only map I think.
A shitty city,
well, not the only,
city
but
nonetheless. Yeah.
No, because in Sapienza, you know, most people are actually on the street. There are very few people in houses and so on. But in Mumbai, there's a lot of people inside their house and doing stuff around. You know, that is not like in the middle of the street. You know, so if you like, oh look at this guy, you know, anybody can be a target like that. I don't know.
And it doesn't bother them when you enter their house.
Well, some of them are bothered, you know.
Yeah.
They want a hitman breathing down there.
So where do you put that? Yes. No. Basic.
It's definitely better than Paris, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be great to get this.
Disgusting.
And I just had to get to know it better, you know, like the priest.
I am playing it still in Freelancer, but I doubt that it's gonna change my perspective because, you know, that's the thing.
Freelancer gives you shit. You know, targets in Mumbai are always in public areas, you know, and then Mumbai is another map that they had to work on Freelancer, you know, add more staff, more people.
Get the fucking target in the fucking not the tower, in that little mansion area, whatever the fuck. Get the target in there, the one on the I think second floor. It's fucking impossible. I fucking looked at this guy for like 15 minutes, and then you know the fucking shitty sniper mechanic. I was at the sniper point, you know. I had like 2 targets, could easily take him out. It was the problem that I didn't hit like I think I missed like 8 shots or something because I thought like a wall bang, which wasn't possible.
Well, that's not the map's problem.
Yeah, that's the fucking sniper thing. Every fucking guard, yeah, I was hidden. They didn't see me where I was shooting from. I used the silenced one also. They aimed their guns at me still, and I was like, okay, let me see what happens when I peek out. Of course, they start shooting.
Yeah, that's a problem with the game, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially since the Freelancer patch. I don't know what they did to the AI, but
yeah,
they have become self-aware, and they know when you are fapping through the walls and things like that. But you cannot hate Mumbai because of that. You know, that would be like hating the church because they fondle kids. You know.
Next up, we have Whittleton Weeb. Fucking guy.
Yeah, really.
And Whittleton Weeb, given that like showdowns are pain in the ass, still awesome.
Ooh, really? Really? I thought you had saved a special place for it in bad, you know?
Absolutely not. Nah, it's. I mean, I had a showdown the other day, and it is possible. It really depends on how you approach that shit. But I love the music in that. I love the whole, like the murder mansion kind of thing. Not like the serial killer one, but like the mansion. You know, this is a downstairs living room. I fucking love that, especially how detailed he explains how that person might have died. I love that little touch. I love the serial killer mansion. The ways of actually just killing Anus is fucking cool.
And the music of Anus, you know, in his house, you haven't listened to it when things go bad.
Multiple times.
Sort of. But you know, when this sort of Soviet music that sounds so epic machine. You know?
Yeah. That one, and that's just the main thing, you know. But the one thing that literally fucking aggravates the ever-living fuck out of me, showdowns are possible, but given that every area is fucking restrictive, and it's like, even if you have a disguise for that specific thing, there are 2 enforcers, and they always move around the fucking enforcers, and you can't look at them and literally, you know, decipher if it's them or not. That's fucking sucks. But other than that, just like music-wise, ambience-wise, and regular target-wise, and there are just many. I think it's like the most diverse map for actually just getting accidents to work. You know?
Yeah,
that's a cool thing. It's just awesome. And there are different ways to actually get to every single house, aka ceiling.
Yeah, near ceiling. But what do you mean that how do you call it? The last fuck sounds. You know, in Freelancer in the showdowns, you know.
Yeah.
When you have to do the showdown, what do you mean it's a bad thing? You know, like just take the sniper rifle. You know, the first guy that you land your sight on is the target, like it was in my case, and then you kill him, and everything is good with the universe.
Well, yeah, that would be the ideal scenario.
Yeah. No, it happens every time, you know. But I know what you mean. You know, the first time we don't agree, was the first showdown that I played in the game. And I also thought it was too frustratingly hard.
Yeah.
Because of what you say, you know, it's like, okay, they're moving between different properties, as you say, you know, with different permissions. You have to, you have to be jumping from property to property. You know, somebody's seeing you from the roof of the house or something. I will think that you are insane.
Yeah.
But you are. And then, you know, like from the bush, you know, suddenly you pop out, you know, like with the camera, quickly, let's take a picture. And there's like, shh. I don't know. They need to work on it, you know.
Yeah.
Like it has to be, showdowns have to happen outside of the party area too. But for the rest, you know, for normal contracts or whatever, you know, it's the great map, as you say, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
It's easier, it's much easier than most other maps, but but it is also great because of that, you know, because it feels like normal, you know, like in these games. You can enjoy doing things that are very hard and skillful, that require skill, but you can also enjoy, you know, a certain T-posing your dominance, you know. Like Golden Creek is such an innocent town, you know, and you are like the killer.
You have a serial killer in there.
Exactly, you know, you have any target there, you know, and you look at them and you know that they're already done, and you're just like savoring the moment, kind of like that. I don't know. It appeals to the sadist inside of.
Yeah, surprises that your absolute favorite then.
Yeah, but also because of what you said, you know, it looks the way it looks. Also, my favorite map in Blood Money the protection, the witness protection thing, map. It reminds me of that. It's probably based on that.
Yeah, definitely.
It is great. But also, I don't know how it looks. The music also, as you said.
Yeah.
Even if it sounds like a bit like a Home Alone type of thing. I don't know. It feels like the mixture of epic and E.
And also just like, given that you have a serial killer and you have like this autumn thing, it also gives me like Halloween vibe,
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that, it's like very movie-like, very makes sense, like the entire map makes sense.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's like Halloween. It's totally like Halloween, like different houses, the neighborhood people everyone doing their own thing, and in the middle of them, a killer, can kill everybody, or everybody if things go out of control,
And you have the real estate agent who is apparently into human flesh.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot that guy.
I can't stop eating.
This is the downstairs living room. But it was for the best, I can't stop eating. Well, they probably put drugs on them as well, I guess.
I think that's also, why I think that's like one of the most memorable things, literally, like the Hus tour from 47, because like him just trying to explain it, but then like this like perfect for killing. The most accidents happen in the kitchen.
Vinyl floors, perfect for hiding. Too easy to get to exits.
Probably blunt force trauma. Bled out in like 5 minutes. I love this. I love it so much.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It feels so down to earth and normal that it's just the contrast makes it so funny and at the same time so cool. As opposed to Miami, for example, that is just so James Bond type of thing. Like the cool tech people who sell who sell arms internationally. And they have this satellite, and the cars, and the crotch.
But you have Kavoon Pit, which is absent in Wilden Creek.
And the Kavoon. No, there is, like, I'm pretty sure there's some Asian people in Wilden Creek,
Next up, we have Isle of Segale.
The Isle of Gaze.
Fuck this
so be
map.
Careful where you place it.
Fuck
because
this map.
You will be disliking the
Fuck
gaze.
this map.
Is that what you want?
Fuck
really?
This map.
You dislike the Isle of the Gaze?
Fuck this map. Fuck it.
Really?
Most infuriating. Mumbai is still better.
Really? It is the best map in the game.
Yeah, right.
In the trilogy. In the universe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And I told you the other day why, and you witnessed it firsthand.
You put that on the very first one.
On the very first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe Sapiens...
Cancelled. You're cancelled.
I love Segale and Sapienza together, yeah. No, none of them goes in front of the other, let's just say that, but because, I don't know.
Yeah, my list is definitely more correct than yours.
Correct. No, your list is the list of a man who fondles minors, Mine is the list of a man who enjoys the good things in life, like not fondling minors,
The targets are mediocre. They are fucking mediocre.
These guys,
everything is okay. I know you showed me. Still, I gave that map in Freelancer probably 6 tries or something. It's fucking frustrating. Even if you use disguises, it feels like I can't go anywhere. It always ends up in a shootout. I always end up dying. I don't even want to experience what a fucking showdown in that fucking stupid ass map is. Like, especially like even alerted, And even if you have it like disgusters, there are still people who are like, this is an enforcer, and he's always in a fucking place where I'm like, okay, so he's on the 2nd floor, so I'm gonna make my way around, and then it's like, oh, I can't go this way. Well, I can't go there any other way, and then I have to go through this guy, and then everyone starts shooting at me, and it's like, what happened?
What happened? Yeah, but as you just described, it is because you don't know the map. You don't know the map, you don't know what you can or you can't do, So you're just brute forcing it, and of course you're gonna die. I don't know, like, I showed you the other day how you can just travel from one corner of the map to the other without being seen by anybody and shoot only. Like, and with disguises, well, with these guys, the thing is, with these guys, it's perhaps harder because you just have to be paying attention to all of these people in this close quarters environment. But still, there's many people who are alone. You know, there's so many. I don't know. It is not that complicated. The kit is the hardest place, but it can be done in so many ways. You know, you can reach so many places in so many different ways. It's like a fucking Gruyere cheese. You know, like everywhere leads everywhere. You know, which makes sense because it's a medieval castle. No?
I played Isle of Sagail once, and I played Dartmoor once in the campaign. Dartmoor, I learned easily through Freelancer. You know where I can go, and that's the thing. Like you can't like reach everything from like from the ceilings and from scaling and stuff like that. Not every single place, but the majority of the thing you can. In Isle of Sagail, I have no fucking idea. You know. I have no it's so unintuitive to tell where can I scale and where do I just drop to my death, you know? Like, it looks like, okay, I can scale here. No, oh no, wait, I can't. And then, everyone shoots at me.
But that's why you're wrong, you know? Because you just say that it's because you don't know, you know?
No, it's unintuitive. That's the thing.
No, it is not.
In Dartmoor, it makes perfect sense. I know where I can scale. In Paris, it makes perfect sense. I can scale where I want. In Isle of Sagail, it's like, oh, I definitely could scale this, but no, you can't. You don't do that around here, you know?
Well, exactly. But then you learn, you know, and then you become better, you know, and then you like the map.
Given that I learned Dartmoor basically at the second Freelancer attempt, and I didn't learn anything about Isle of Sagail other than it infuriates the fuck out of me in 6 tries, says a lot, you know?
So you're hitting on Isle of Sagail and giving it a bad reputation because you don't understand the map.
No, not only that. The music, I don't even know if music is there, it's just non-existent for me. And I just hate the restrictivity of everything. It is not. That's the thing. It feels like that. And the thing is, that also happens during the night. You know, Ambrose Island has a cool ambience during the night. You know, with all the lights and shit like that. I guess the castle kind of looks cool in the night, but just like I don't know, like the entire ambience in this map is just off for me. Like I can't get into it.
No, it's like a Christmas party, you know, like with all the, you know, and the women have good material bodies, you know, in the map. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like you say, this is restrictive, but
yeah,
I don't know. Like it depends how you play. You know, like you saw, like I move around, you know, without a disgaster all the time, and it is the less restrictive map there is. You know, there's literally a way to go anywhere. You know, even to the keep. You know, I mean, you cannot roam inside the keep because it's full of people, but you cannot reach it in so many different ways that don't feel like cheesy. Like in Dartmoor, you know, like okay, let's go through the pipes or let's go through the bushes. You know. In here, it requires more thought, you know, and it's like, okay, I'm here and I have to get there, you know, how do I do it now? And then you do fact sounds for a second, and you know.
Yeah, and then you try to figure something out, but then it's like, oh no, the game doesn't let you scale there, and then you have an enforcer on breathing down your neck, and then everyone starts shooting at you, and then you are in the toilet, and then you shoot everyone up, and then you die. That's my experience of Isle of Sagail every single time. Welcome to my TED Talk.
And that's why the map is bad. No, that's why. I don't know. You should say that you don't know how good the map is, you know?
Yeah, sure.
That's what you should say. You should at least give it a good, you know, out of
No. The thing is, that's also why I can't rate Mumbai higher. If just the entire ambience is just like, I hate this, you know? Then it's just like, the map can be good. Like, Mumbai is probably alright. But the entire just ambience just fucking irks the fuck out of me. It just looks disgusting, you know? And that's the same thing that I have for Isle of Sagail. It looks depressing, you know? And that's the thing. No. Fuck yeah. Resident Evil 4, you know? Resident Evil 4. The fucking town, the village segment, you know? Fucking love it. It's, yeah. It's fucking awesome. I love it, you know? But then, when you go to the castle, everything is gray, and everything looks depressing, and everything looks the same. And that fucking castle in Isle of Sagail is like the majority of the fucking map. And that's the thing. That's probably the thing. Castles are depressing. Because there's the gray color. It's during the night, which is even more depressing, you know? And literally almost the entire map is a fucking castle. That's probably it. I just hate castles, I guess.
Lies.
Because I also hate the castle.
You can
also hate the castle.
If you check the decorations, if you check the furniture, if you check the people, you know, it's
you mean
completely the opposite, you know? It's opulence, it's a party. It's like the top of the world, literally, That's what you're seeing.
The top
in
of the
Isle
world is
Scale.
Dubai.
It's like you are wrong and you know it.
The party. You mean the tables with the chairs that are on the tables? Nice.
What do you mean? The tables on the... What?
Yeah, that's one. I think it's in the guard station or something. When you scale down, you have like the tomb or something.
The chapel?
That area. I guess.
No, that's the chapel, where the guards are
probably.
with the fucking, security cameras, Do you think that they want to decorate that, They are cattle for these people, They're just security guards, But if you see the key, or the concert, or the aquarium, Think about the aquarium. Yeah, think about it. Can you say with a straight face that after the aquarium it is a bad map?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Absolutely, I can. That's the only cool thing, that you can blow up the aquarium with the briefcase. That's the only cool thing. But that's a thing also. When we recorded the campaigns, I think the first one that I played twice was Whittleton Creek, And you were like, oh, it's just you want to delay Isle of Segale. Apparently, my subconscious was like, you're gonna fucking hate this, Probably.
It's because I told you that you're probably gonna dislike it because it's like Mumbai, that you can... It's because you got lost in Mumbai and you hated it because of that, Proof of that is where Mumbai is right now, and that's why Isle of Scale is why it's not right now.
I got fucked over by the controls and I was bad. I mean, still bad at Hitman, but I was even bad because I didn't really know the things in the game, like the mechanics, which I kind of know now. Still, again, it's the entire fucking just depressing atmosphere. That's also why I just can't fucking stand this map. Every time this comes up at Freelancer, my favorite objectives that you can get is like the silence pistol kill, explosive. It's like literally everything that I kind of like at the moment. If it has Isle of Segale, no, not doing it. Fuck it. I would rather play Colorado. Maybe I would even rather play Colorado. I'm not entirely... No, I won't. I'm not gonna fall for that trap again.
I see.
Never.
Yeah, no, if I could move my cursor over your screen, first I will open paint and draw a dick. But then I will just, move Isle of Scale to where it belongs,
Yeah, in the shit.
No. You say Mumbai and Isle of Scale is definitely like a, I don't know. They draw attention there at that spot because they are never there for anybody in any TV. Is it maybe because you don't know the maps, perhaps?
I told you why.
No, the depressing thing is just an excuse because it's all Christmas in the map. It's Christmas everywhere.
Christmas.
And they are burning money, It's like money.
Somebody save your life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're wrong. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, my list is the correct one.
Wrong,
Next up, we have New York. Sleep or doesn't sleep. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that was Frank Sinatra, which was also Rocky Balboa's last entrance theme. Which is still fucking weird. New York was originally low, but now that I played it in Freelancer and I actually have the best fucking disguise that you can ever get, literally goes down on the spawn. I think... Let me check real quick. Yeah. Just after Paris.
Ooh, right after Paris.
I know you originally really liked it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but... Yeah, I don't know. It biased me playing Freelancer because New York is the worst map in Freelancer in the sense, not in the sense of playing it, because it's easy or whatever, It's the worst map because it has the less variety, Like, the least variety. Like, all the targets are always the same fucking people, And it's like, dude, I mean, like, come on. There's hundreds of people in this map. You could have just said that the targets are anybody, Make it random. Just make it be like this person who is waiting on a bench. Make it that person, like there's also this guy who's always at the central area, he's always in a public area.
Yeah.
If he's gonna be a target in a public area, just might as well make it somebody on a bench, It's like, what's the problem? You just snipe them from someplace else. It's like, make it random, it's just like, I don't know. That, and it is, I don't know, depending on where you go and so on, it is a restrictive map, which is fun. The depending on what you want to do, you know. But I don't know. Like Freelancer spoiled it for me a bit, but the map is good enough, you know, and it's originally one of the pre-maps. I would say that it's I would say that it's great, and I would say that it's normal in front of Hokkaido, in fact.
Okay.
Hokkaido.
The thing is, what Freelancer taught me, if you spawn in the garage, it's GG, because the disguster that you can get there literally gives you access to pretty much everything. Or you do a job interview and you ace it, and you also have pretty much access to the entire thing. What I like about it is what I like about it compared to Dartmoor in the campaign, at least, you only have one. I don't know how many different ways there are to actually kill that one target. But the thing of breaking into the vault is way more epic and way more fun than, you know, finding out the fucking numbers in Dartmoor.
yeah.
And also, like
0118.
Also, like, just is it the same as the facility? Okay.
No, really?
It's my bank account number. Damn. But not like I like the job interview. That's fucking awesome. Getting the disguster from the guy to get fired, basically, you know, to get access to the woman. That is cool. Opening the vault is awesome, especially that you get like mercers from there for Freelancer. That's also cool.
Murders, really?
And I think I actually played a Freelancer. A showdown there once.
Really? You played Freelancer?
Yeah.
Really? Alright.
And I think I also had like a target in the vault once, which is problematic with the mechanics that Hitman gives you. But
you had the same 2, 3, 4 targets, you know. It's fine, you know. You guys have to do it. You know?
No. But that's
always the same.
You can also snipe in that map. I mean, it's restricted and depends on the target, but you can.
Yeah, you can do it actually, you know. And it's some of the most interesting snipings I did on the map, you know, like from the bathroom. Once you start the map at the beginning, you know, the front door of the bank, you go to the right, you know, the bathroom. You open it, you wait until they leave, and then you use the sniper from there when you don't have a lockpick to open the door that leads to the vault. With a sniper shot, you know, across the entire bank, you know, across the entire crowd, without nobody noticing what you're doing, you know. It's pretty, you know.
Yeah.
The map has great possibility and so on, you know, but they messed it up. Also, in Freelancer, I'm not sure if you probably didn't notice, but there are some characters, extra NPCs, that roam in some areas. Yeah. Which that would be interesting, you know, for challenge. But the problem is that they place them roaming areas that are the only fucking choke points that you can actually use to go up, you know. So it's still doable, but it feels like, you know, they turn the map into Bangkok, you know. Like you can only do it in this way then, you know.
Nah, because Bangkok is way more restricted, I think, than New York.
It is much more, you know, but it's still, you know, it has reached a point in which it has made me feel that, you know, that it is restricting too much. And before it didn't do that, you know, they messed it up in Freelancer. If they didn't mess it up in Freelancer, it would be great. Yeah, definitely. It wouldn't be a masterpiece, but it would be great.
Right. Yeah.
No, America.
For next, we have Haven Island.
Haven Island.
This one.
Oh, you like this island, right?
For Hokkaido.
You don't like the Isle of Gays, but you like the Isle of Havens, right?
Yes. I played that multiple times, especially also for showdowns. That's how my criteria for masterpiece actually goes. And this one, not only, you know, the one thing that I hate about it, for showdowns at least, you always get the shitty weather, you know? When you know, that's also the thing. In the campaign, you have like this beautiful blue sky, and I think I would have noticed it, but you mentioned it, you know, every time you kill one of the targets, it actually gets like more darker, and then you have a storm brewing, you know? That's cool. Yeah. In Haven Island, for showdown, it always goes straight to the storm, which is a little bit disappointing. But it feels a little bit like Miami, in the sense that you have like different areas, but you can literally gain access to that in many different ways. You have disguises that don't give you access to literally everything, but to like places you couldn't go to before. And just like the amount of targets seems like extremely high, like the variety of targets, at least to me. And showdowns work perfectly because you can hide in the bushes, You can just ambush them. You can lure them some places which is secluded. I fucking love this one.
Yeah, you and also throw shaman powder on the beach, you know, and then run away.
Also, like the mansion area is cool. The area with all the huts, basically, that's fucking awesome. It's beautiful to look at.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's beautiful, diverse.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, we have diverse cast. No, diverse
it's in woke.
Location.
It's a woke map.
It's a woke. Yeah, all the shade basically, you know. And to that, you can add the fact that it looks fucking beautiful, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know, like everything, you know, the hats. Like, I don't know. There's targets that are very hard to get to, targets that are very easy to get to. People who are alone, people who are grouped together, you know. Like as you said, you know, you can do some jungle through the bushes, you know, or you can just go around with a disgaster or even without a disgaster. And then you can have the mansion that you can infiltrate, even if it's rather hard. And the underground thing, you know. Like,
I love that mansion area though.
Yeah.
It's really
it's
cool.
Full of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Eggios. More than on the maps, I think.
Yeah.
So pretty on this.
Why not masterpiece then?
No, it is not a masterpiece, you know. Not it will. What will it require to be a masterpiece?
What is it? What it is missing? What is it miss? Is it miss? What is it missing? Yeah. What's it missing?
Yeah. The blacks.
Next one.
No, I don't know. Perhaps that grand majority of the map is just a beach, you know, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, it's diverse, but it is still a resort, you know, and it's just mostly just beach and bushes. And I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you still have to mention.
Yeah.
Know? And it is an island.
I think also another thing is that a lot of the NPCs are actually these, you know, dead inside NPCs that are actually not real. So it, you know, you kind of make it feel like they're there to fill the void, you know. I don't know.
But you know, you have to wager in that you have the Wendigoon outfit in this map.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Yeah. If he went around showing his tits, you know, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It is not I don't think it's a masterpiece. Can you justify why is it a masterpiece? But, you know, according to your list, every map is a masterpiece, you know?
What?
Disgusting.
No.
Yeah.
Have you seen
that? You know?
I have way more in bad and mediocre than you do.
No.
According to you, every map is good.
No, but look at that. Your masterpiece has more maps than any other role.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it takes away the virtue of them being a masterpiece.
Do you look? Have you taken a look at my bad? It's one short of masterpiece, you know.
No, but your bad is basically like mine. You know, it's just one or two maps that you think are flawed. You know, and then
your
two
bad
maps that
is
you're completely
one.
wrong about. You know, it's fine,
your bad is 1, mine is 4.
Nobody's gonna blame you. Yeah, you know, like your bad will be also 1 or 2. You know, if you got to know those maps. Because honestly, I tell you, those maps, you will like them if you got to know them. No. You know what you're saying? Are just excuses.
No. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
No.
Again,
no,
telling
I'm
you.
not gonna listen.
Telling you, Colorado. Well, Romania is obvious. One more time, you know, Colorado. Every time I give it a try, I regret it. Isle of Sigale.
Yeah, I know, man. I listened to what you said.
Isle of Sigale is depressing.
Like it all goes down. No. But I was getting your first argument wasn't that it wasn't depression. That's something you came up with later, you know, when you was like.
That's when I actually figured it out. That's why I hate the majority of Resident Evil 4 because it's a fucking castle.
Oh, really? And you don't hate Resident Evil 3? You know, it's a destroyed city. You know, at night. You know, with zombies all around.
And that looks fucking awesome because you have multiple. That is like, you know, not Golden Creek, like Sapienza because it has like the entire city. You know.
Really?
Yeah. You also have the park, which has greeneries. Yeah. You have the hospital, and I love hospitals. You know?
I mean, but you don't have a brothel, you know, so...
So next up, 2 maps left. We have Dubai. Thank you.
It gives it the, you know.
The Burj, just the Burj Al Ghazali alone, is it like a requirement for masterpiece, obviously? Master Chief. I rate it as great just before Dartmoor as well, even.
Great, okay, this is...
Or after, I'm not entirely sure about that. I think before. Yeah?
It is good,
Huh.
but it is not good.
What happened?
What happened, you know?
Burj Al
I don't know, I
Ghazali,
mean-
the pleased.
It is very pretty, you know. In fact, actually, before I played a freelancer mission in it, and it felt very good, you know. I felt like a, you know, with all the, it felt like a James Bond thing, you know, high tech, you know, infiltrating it, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, when I play Dubai, every single time, you know, even, you know, it doesn't matter the targets, you know, it's like I always end up playing the same places all the time. You know, they just don't have enough variety, you know. Like, honestly, I've only been in the exposition a couple of times, and only because I decided, you know, what is this place? Today I entered a room I had never been before, you know, and it was next to some place that I always used to go through, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the problem of the map is not really utilized, you know. They just, it's like, okay, there's this path upstairs that you can follow, you know, or then the targets are here or there, you know. It's like there's really no targets in all these interesting areas, you know. Like, I don't know, it is a map that is poorly utilized, and because of that, you know, it's not great. Otherwise, it could be great, you know, but it's also a jungle of steel, you know. It's like, but you can throw a remote explosive in the middle of the crowd, which is good.
This fucking guy.
Well, you asked me to do it in Isle of Gale, and you forgot it.
Yeah, blow up the entire map. Maybe that makes it better.
Yeah.
Well, that will be a masterpiece for me as well. Well, actually, like, you know, you have to also wager in that there's sorta, because it's the first map in Hitman 3, sorta the tutorial one, and it's definitely the best tutorial ones out of the, like, compared to Hitman 1 and 2.
The fucking is not a tutorial, I would say, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the first map.
In Hitman 3, you also have the ICA facility.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but in a different shit, obviously. But the thing is, also, like, just the fucking intro of that, you know, with, like, I think it was it was Lucas Gray and Hitman, Hitman, and Agent 47, you know, going out of the helicopter, and that intro alone is just fucking badass, you know. That felt like Metal Gear, sorta, that infiltration thing. They fucked it up that you can't, like, you know, when you bump into the waitresses, they don't drop the glasses anymore. That's kind of sucks. That's where Paris actually, you know, excelled.
Yeah, map ruined.
Yeah. No, but just entirety for Freelancer, it's actually a lot of fun. I mean, I had like a bugged showdown there once, which kind of sucks. But especially if you have like one of the guards in like the public area to get the setup for that, which literally requires you to thinking without alerting, or, you know, basically getting killed by literally everyone.
Yeah.
I really like that that aspect of the entire map. And just like, you know, the entire thing that you actually had this fucking skyscraper thing, you know? That's like that's a cool map though. I love that one.
You can relate with the image of a dick or something erect towards the sky, you know?
Yeah. And also it's a Burj Al Ghazali, you know?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with the Burj Al Ghazali.
The Burj. Yeah. Yeah, it is like, it's cool, it's different and so on, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the decoration is kind of shit, you know, but what can you ask from these opulent people?
But the Burj Al Ghazali.
Yeah. They could have made it better, honestly. They could have made it more diverse in the sense of there are areas in which there's just nothing, you know? So, like, there's no people, or the people, there's just crowds, so you can really, and I'm not talking about the speech area or the bar area. I'm talking about that sort of, you know, reunion area where, you know, up there next to the overlooking the gardens and all that. Like, it's empty, you know, there's only a couple of guys and so on, you know. I mean, okay, yeah. That you know, it's a private building of the sheikh, you know, but the sheikh, I mean, he's I mean, these sheikhs have like 100 family members. They could be around there, you know. Something could be there, you know. Something to do, something to visit.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just the same places, the same people all the time, and it feels like the map is a tenth of the size it actually has.
I think,
and it nullifies all that you said, you know, because it's just like.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I like that it's a little bit more, like, smaller than the other maps. Because, like, that's also why I like Hokkaido, and it's why I like Also Haven Island, even though it's a little bit bigger than those, and New York, because it's like you don't need. I like, especially in Freelancer, I like to have the variety of like big maps like Miami, like Woodland Creek. I would also call it to that, Paris even. And then you have like more restrictive ones that don't require you to for half an hour to go from one spot to the other to check if the tells are actually there for that specific person, you know?
You mean like a loveGIANT?
Yeah, sure. And actually going there with some disgusters that don't hinder you too much, you know? And even though I like sneaking around that, I tried it in the last time, that's also, I think that's even way more fun. At least in Dubai, than it is in the other maps. Because it actually works. You can sneak around like guards and stuff like that. Like easily.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, you know.
When you observe their pattern, obviously.
It's not that easy that you say, ooh, bring that. But it's, you know, I don't know. It feels good.
Yeah, for sure.
Feels pro, you know, like there's a couple of guards that are guarding the door upstairs to the shake area. Well, it's hard to describe where they are, you know. It's like we're next to that security room with a banana and so on. They are there, you know, but they can be easily bypassed, you know. And then there's a camera, you take it out, you know, then you blast open the door, you know. I don't know.
Yeah,
it feels like very James Bond-like, even if it's not complicated in itself.
Yeah, I think that's also. I think that that's also on purpose, because it's like the first map in Hitman 3, and every first map has that sort of easy to understand thing, given that the Hitman 1 and 2 ones are obviously more tutorial-ish, which Dubai isn't.
Honestly, Dubai is kinda, I mean, it's not that hard to understand, but it's hard to get this map kinda compared to the other starting maps. Yeah.
But at this point it's Hitman 3, so if you didn't enjoy 1 and 2, it's unlikely that you play a third one, you know?
Did you know that Hitman 3 was the most sold game of the entire trilogy?
Never mind then.
Disgust. Which by force means that there's people who have Hitman 3 who don't have the other Hitmans, you know? Otherwise it wouldn't be the most sold, it would be the equally sold. You know?
There's no Hitman 3 map on Masterpiece.
No
I just
Hitman
realized.
3 map.
Yeah.
On your...
Yeah, neither on your list.
It happens, you know. I mean, Hitman 3 is what it is. You know? It was a quick cash grab, but they made it great through the yeah. I mean, the maps are not bad, but it definitely has less content than the other Hitmans, and slightly worse, perhaps. Not necessarily worse, but I don't know. It's good, but it is not excellent. You know, it's like. It goes for an 8 out of 10, but it doesn't reach the excellence of a 10 out of 10 that gets you to enter Harvard, and then you have a, you know, like this desk all for yourself, and you can pre on this desk, you know, and then the cleaning lady will see it, and it was like, what is this? And she's gonna run away and tell the director of the place, and they're gonna beat you down with rocks and sticks, and then they're gonna throw you over the window, and then you're gonna fly because you were Da Vinci, you know, and you had a device prepared to fly around. Yeah.
Next up, we have Marrakesh.
Marrakesh, let's go to Masterpiece right away.
I mean, Marrakesh deserves Masterpiece just for the Big Mooney video alone.
Yeah. Hey,
just like Bangkok, basically.
Once you put it in, did you know, by the way, once it enters the realm of the tier list, it cannot go back, you know? Cannot go back. No, let it go out.
Look at mine, yeah, ripe for the taking here.
Yes. I mean, that Big Money thing, and also the ting type of music mixed with the ting 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 ting, and there's no bones, you know, all at the same time. It feels good in this. It does.
It feels good in the song. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard to actually know what you mean when you go like, you know, with the sound and the ding 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 ding.
You know, it's beyond words, you know.
Well, obviously, yeah.
I don't know. Marrakesh is a typical map that people don't like because it's like, ooh, they're all America, the hentai. But it feels actually, I can forget this. It is, you know. At first you are annoyed at it, you know, and then you hate it, but then you will learn to then you learn to love it, through arranged marriage, kind of.
Yeah, another great sick moment right there. It was just madness, and then it's good to the soul.
Yeah, I don't know, but the map is great. I think, before I will have put it in good bad flood, but it's actually great. It allows you to do many things. You can blend in with the crowds. It's great for showdowns. And spy from afar. Like typical movies. What was the name in which it's about an assassin, but he's checking his target, through a crowd and so on. It's a bit like that.
Dinosaurs.
And, yeah, dinosaurs.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, Pokemon Hunter.
The Little Mermaid? Really?
Really? Pocahontas?
I said
Cannibal Holocaust? I don't know.
All right, from Pocahontas to Cannibal Holocaust, okay.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. You can snipe at it. You can go and there's people everywhere. Not just in the street. They're also in their shops, in houses. Then you have the typical fortresses. Like the embassy and the school, and infiltrating them feels. Infiltrating the school is a bit like, you have to cheese it a bit.
Even though
that feels fun too.
That feels Metal Gear Solid to me. That area.
The school?
Yeah.
Because of the outfits or what?
Well, but because you have soldiers everywhere, and just like the structure just kind of feels like Mortal Kombat, like Metal Gear Solid or Mortal Kombat,
From Metal Gear Solid to Mortal Kombat. Yeah, the random day.
Both start with an M.
Yeah, like Pocahontas and Cannibal. Yeah.
Cannibal Hunters.
They both start with a letter,
Poca Holocaust.
Pokalk. Yeah, Pocoyo, like it's a mixture of Pocahontas and...
Pocahontas.
Pocoyo, that thing for kids, that probably fondles them in the night.
That's a Spanish thing, I think.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it is. But yeah, no, I don't know. Even the annoying music on the street, it feels great after a while. Even the annoying vendors, with his name in the mouse. I don't know. It's a map made of memes, for memes.
Yeah. It's good to the soul.
It's good for the soul, yeah.
Also, like the special assignment at night.
Yeah, that too.
I think that's
the
actually
best map.
Yeah, way better than the main map, sorta.
Yeah, by the way, I got a showdown in the night map the other day because of hidden variations. Install the mod, honestly, I tell you now. Install it now. Gimme, flashing the signs, installing the mod. Yeah.
All right. That's the thing. I haven't played it much. That's a problem. I haven't really played it in Freelancer. I think I haven't played it at all. Because every time I think Marrakesh is always paired up with Isle of Sigale, and it's like nope. Or Colorado, which is also nope. So I can't really judge it up on that, but specifically I remember not really liking it, but actually liking it in just for a regular campaign. As you said, the sniping is possible. The two different, also the ways the areas are interconnected is cool. With the town basically in the center, and then you have the two targets for the main campaign.
Yeah.
And one target can go to the, one of the targets can actually go to the school, when you alert the fucking entire complex.
Yeah.
That happened to me, obviously. But yeah, for Freelancer, there are a lot of different people you can actually just, take out,
Yeah, exactly. I haven't played the map too much without it being a showdown. In fact, I think it's the place that I played the map that I played the most as showdown. Which is bad, because if you don't have the enforcer icons, you don't know who is a lookout, and anybody in the crowd can be a lookout. And because of the music and all that, you cannot hear the shisha. So
no, now I realize I played Marrakesh. That's where I figured out that opening saves is illegal. But even though someone saw me, they didn't do anything.
Opening saves, yeah, they were next to you and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop that!
Stop right there, criminal scum!"
And then run away like, yeah. That's the typical guy,
I mean, no.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
So
good.
I have to play a showdown to really wager it. I can imagine that when I have like a specific set of maps that I would probably have also the showdown in Marrakesh, because even though you can have like a really shitty spawns, I guess, for the freelancer ones, because the one map or the one thing that I look for showdowns is always where can I literally get a disguise that lets me get to most of the thing, because nothing is more infuriating than, like in Whittleton Creek, the fucking shit going to another area where I just can't get into without being spotted. That's just annoying, you know? Which probably could be the case for Marrakesh, but from the limited times that I played it, I think I would put it at good. I can only wager it upon like the special assignment and the campaign, and I remember liking that. The targets are also memorable. And yeah, just like the two different areas, school, and then like the embassy, exactly. And necessarily, you know, like the town is there, but it doesn't feel like they're just you know, to go from one place to another, because you have the shopkeepers, you have just like everything buzzing at the middle of the map, at the center, and you can also become a fortune teller, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah. And on top of that, you know, also the tension, you know, because it is a map with tension.
Yeah.
You know, the helicopter on the sky, you know, the people crowding, you know, like yelling like bad slogans and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like something is about to happen, you know. It's like Christmas. You know? People like Christmas because Christmas is the the time of the year in which it feels like something is about to happen.
Yeah.
You know, something to, you know, yeah. So that's why it feels pretty, you know. But you place it after Santa Fortuna.
Yeah. I still like Santa Fortuna more.
Yeah, it's normal.
But that's the thing. Like when I played it more in Freelancer, I think the list is gonna change. Also, when we just rate it entirely on Freelancer, this one is also there are also gonna be some changes, but that's my main focal point. You know.
Yeah, there's always for Freelancer it's a bit different. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't change too much in the bad territory, but.
Yeah.
I think Mumbai also the problem is that there are not many. That's what I got at least. It feels like for Freelancer there are not many different targets. Like the map is big, you know.
You see Mumbai?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
The map is big, and you could have so many potential different fucking people as the targets, but it feels like you always have like maybe 3 or 5.
Exactly.
At best.
You know, like. Why, you know, like actually you watched me play Mumbai 2 times, and I think those 2 times I got 2 of the people, you know, were the same fucking target, you know.
Yeah, like, and when I played it, construction side, that guy, you know, the guard there, yeah,
the guard, no, yeah, I don't know, it's like I don't know, they need to work it out, or at least the mods, because you know in the variations mod they're also adding more targets.
You know what?
Things.
You know what?
You're gonna install it.
There we go.
No, you're gonna. Okay, and now with Isle of Scale, let's go, you know.
No.
Let's go,
No, fuck Isle of Scale. Mumbai is also, like, I rather go to Bangkok because the atmosphere there is more to my liking than it is in Mumbai. Mumbai still has a shitty atmosphere, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, you know, like everything full of trash. It's the capital of well, it's a capital, that to begin with, you know, but then it's the capital of India. No offense to India, you know. I mean, like everything is...
Ooh!
You know, the Ganges and, you know, stuff like that. Most popular river in the universe. Who knew? And I guess they try to depict that with the city. I don't know. It's just not beautiful, you know? So, I don't know.
Interesting. So we have, like, some really major different ones, but for, like, the majority, especially, like, for Berlin and Paris, we are sort of on the same shit. Also Dubai and Chongqing.
Yeah.
Even though we play completely differently, you know?
Kinda Hitman 3 maps, no? The Hitman 3 maps are all in the same place. No, yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Hitman 2 and Hitman 1 are like literally the ones that we like enjoy the most. Yeah, the first Hitman 3 map that well, I mean, Dubai and Dartmoor aren't great. I think literally the problem for Dartmoor, if they would have had like at least 2 targets, you know, I think it would have been better instead of that shitty fucking, because like it's like a routine every time you play Dartmoor again, you know? It's like, okay, you have like different ways to kill one target. Nice. But then it's literally the same thing. Whittleton Creek also sucks in that sense, you know? Like, I love killing Jay. I love killing Anus, and I love killing the other guy. There are many different possibilities. But that fucking clue gathering shit, you know? That sucks.
But there is a custom contract in which is basically you have to kill them both, but without the clues, you know?
Well, yeah.
Add that to favorites, and every time you want to play Whittle Creek, play that instead. And it's just play the main mission without the clues.
Oh yeah, by the way, that's something that I totally forgot. Music-wise, I mentioned obviously Wilton Creek. Dartmoor also, when you are in the manor, I think it's also when you have a discuster. I think I told you the music that plays, like the specific strings, reminds me of Morrowind, you know? And that's fucking epic. And obviously, you're not gonna lie, like Berlin, you know, when you also hop in as a DJ. Fuck me, that fucking music is god tier.
Yeah, damn. Music plays a great role in how you like or dislike a map. Marcus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like definitely. I don't know. Memory definitely brings out emotions, you know, and if it's positive emotions, you know, it creates a positive association.
Yeah.
So, but we also bad maps tend to have bad shitty music, you know, or no music, or.
And that's also the reason I think I'm gonna leave Hokkaido up there. You ruined it, but when you go out of the balcony, you know, and you see like the entire town, you have like Mount Fuji in the back, and then you have this awesome music playing. I fucking gotta love it.
You mean the America the Hentai track?
Exactly that one. Yes.
Really?
And you have the toilet that you can fiddle around with.
Yeah, but also in Dubai, you know, they have the same toilet.
See, that's why it's also so high up there. Pun intended.
Actually, yeah. But, you know, by the way, there's a toilet in Dubai that was backed or something, I recall. I was trying to do something, you know, lure somebody inside there or something. And the toilet I think the toilet commented something after you drowned somebody on it. And at first I thought it was someone had seen me.
Mm?
And I realized it was a toilet, and I thought this was a bug or something, you know. But apparently this is how it is, you know, it's like a meme or something.
The toilet saw you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was the talk, you know, stuff. They can see. They're like that AI, you know, that we got to admit that the Holocaust is a good thing.
You mean you?
Well, I mean, you were watching, you know, so you're guilty too. You know?
Yeah. Fine. But I just realized, though, I have way more maps that I don't like than you. So everything is a good map for you, basically. What happened?
Everything is a bad map for you. What happened?
Yeah, sure.
It's because the more you play the game, the more you like everything. It's like the more you listen to music, the more you like it. Unless it's pop from the 80s, in which you hate it progressively until you decide to kill yourself. You know?
Well, it wasn't the case for Bangkok. The more I played it, the more I realized what you were basically saying, that it's fucking restrictive as fuck. Well, and that fucking true, sound engineer guy that aggravates the fuck out of me. God damn it.
He's the best guy in the universe. But that is true, you know, if a map is just, if it has flaws, then yeah, the more you play, the more you realize them. But, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like I played a lot of these maps, and I just feel that they just don't have that many flaws, you know, they're just good, almost all of them, you know, except Bangkok, you know, and Dartmoor,
and some are just a better version of like other ones, you know, but they still have their distinct flavor, you know, because like Dartmoor,
like Ambrose and Haven.
But I mean, I would that yeah, and also basically to a certain degree, Dartmoor and Hokkaido. Hokkaido, you have like multiple different like areas still,
yeah,
but both are a mansion, sorta, you know, sorta, technically.
Yeah, just that Dartmoor, you only see the walls outside, you know, if you play like me. And Hokkaido, you actually get to see the clinic, you know, and the woman half naked in the sauna.
And you see, Dartmoor is like an ancient castle, but the interior is actually, you know, mostly wood. So it's actually enjoyable to look at, you know?
Yeah.
Hence, I like it.
Well, Isle of Scales is a wood inside. You just never saw it because you never played it.
Yeah, because it's a trash map.
Because they discover you before you reach the right place.
Yeah, and it's depressing to look at because I don't want to look at gray and actually night the entire time.
Wait, you don't want to look at gray? Lucas Gray.
Here we go.
But you're contradicting, yes.
And you know, I actually rewatched the cutscenes from Hitman 1 again. Made me love fucking Lucas Gray even more. Because I know, like, right at the beginning, when he has the pistol to the guy's head, and then he's like, I'll take my chances. The key.
Good.
I love that guy.
Yeah, when you know that he's not a Battenberg guy.
Yeah.
You understand it like differently, you know? Like when
Exactly.
you watch Disney movies later, you know, when you're an adult and you realize that there's more porn than you would imagine. Yeah.
All right.
It happens.
Okay. So that was the tier list of Hitman. The reason, obviously, why we did it both is because we both have different playstyles, and to see how correct I am and how incorrect you are. Because I Love Segale is shit. With that being said...
Yeah. But look at my list, you know, beautiful. Yours looks like a I don't know, like a hand, the hand of a priest trying to reach for a kid. Mine looks like an erect dick of an animal, you know, trying to assert dominance or something.
Or something, yeah. Goes to show you. But, you know, like, most of the shits are obviously in, like, the higher tier. Like, we like more maps than we dislike them, you know? And I think, like, also...
Which is good.
I also think Mumbai...
Oh.
I don't know. I don't like
this.
I don't like the ambience.
Up again, and you know it.
Because I was like, you know, it's not that bad, and it isn't. But again, the atmosphere and the fact that you only have 5 different targets every single time kind of tones it down, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, in that sense, you know.
Yeah.
It's not E, but you know what you said about most maps for both of us being good, you know.
Yeah.
It is kind of inevitable, you know. I mean, given the kind of masterpiece that the trilogy is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When it comes to video games.
Yeah.
It is, I don't know, like Hitman World of Assassination is just the game of the ages.
Yes.
Well, it's the game of this era, in fact. You know? I don't know, like other games were the games of their era. I mean, it's a very niche game that not everybody plays, but whoever plays it, you know, it is good in every single sense, you know. The fact that you can unlock so many things without, you know, the natural way, which is how games worked before, you know. It is
the Morrowind of the Hitman franchise, basically. Like,
but with those loot mods, you know.
If Hitman, if the entire Hitman series would have been published by Bethesda, rest assured they would release that 8,000 fucking times, you know.
Yeah. And well, like it and buy them all.
But that's the thing, like, buying that before they actually had, like, World of Assassination and combined every single game together, it was like a bitch to actually get like, you know, the game. And then you have like, oh yeah, you have the game, but this one is additional thing, and this one is additional thing, and this one is additional thing. That kind of sucked.
Yeah. But then they gave it all, you know, so it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
Except the street art pack, right? Because you're not good enough for that.
Yeah,
you gotta decorate your house with. Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, they had the decency of putting the trashiest designs there, you know.
I have the exotic butters, I mean exotic music in my hit mansion, so that's all right.
Really? Exotic? Yeah. Wait, exotic music is the Mumbai music.
No, it's Mumbai. It's Hokkaido.
Mumbai. Hokkaido, really?
Yeah, it also plays Hokkaido sometimes. Sadly, not the one that is in like the kitchen area.
Yeah. Well, luckily for your well-being, you know, even if you think otherwise.
Oh, by the way, and let's not forget, I just realized Sapienza has the hippie guy.
Yeah,
in his mansion.
Mansion. He also appears in many other maps, so it could be said that he's he's in the multiverse, you know.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, also in Santa Fortuna, but at least in Sapienza, he probably has his residence. You know?
He also on Ambrose.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, outside in like the camp thing.
Yeah.
He spotted me once killing someone, and then he had to die.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, he managed to run away, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, I guess I wasn't Freelancer when I killed him.
Yeah, you killed the other guy, that one that is cooking meth, you know, whatever. And the guy was like, yeah, and he ran downhill, and you just, you know, you just couldn't catch him. You know?
And by the way, I realized that when I had that target in Bangkok. Do you know that there's a guy that is it's the funniest thing, I think. He travels around between like the recording booth and I think it was the catering area. He's like literally just in that 3rd floor shits. That guy, I think he's like part of a band. Every time he goes into the recording booth, he rocks out and it looks stupid and I love it.
Rocks
and the thing
out?
is, yeah, he has like this, yeah, you know, I'm into the music. And he does that even when there is no music playing.
Yeah.
That guy is amazing.
I'm not sure I've seen that guy, but I recall in general, you know, like seeing some stuff that just makes you cringe a bit, you know.
Yep.
There's like, yes, overacting too much.
I think he's a groupie.
Yeah. but it gives it a charm.
Yeah, especially when there's no music playing.
Well, silence, you know, is also... He's imagining the Marrakesh music.
I was thinking,
he
yeah.
still hears it, you know, in his soul.
It heals my soul.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to steal a soul. Depends.
Or... Yeah, the soul. Exactly, yeah. Well, you're still in time to move his Isle of Gale, eh? Time to make you
What?
Gale. You're still in time to move Isle of Gale.
Yeah, sure.
It's not late, you know?
So those definitely are our lists. Object to change, not as much for Isle of Gale, because I'm definitely going to avoid that like the plague, and Colorado, and Freelancer, that's for sure. No, I'm doing it. And...
Well, you saw him moving the mouse there and you were you knew what was about to happen.
So yeah, you might disagree, you might not. You might also think that Isle of Gale should be lower. I mean, I would. The sadist. But yeah, definitely thanks for checking this out after, obviously, you know, going through every single campaign at least once, and then Freelancer for way too much than I should. I think I have like my scope of what I like and what I dislike. Again, Marrakesh, I haven't played it enough, so that one probably is going to be higher. Santa Fortuna, gonna have to check. Probably going to stay there. Paris, yeah. I think I like the campaign more than Showdown on that.
Yeah, honestly, Paris for me is the same. You know, it's like, yeah, the fancy is best. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, for the introduction of, like, you know, if you count out ICA facility because Paris is literally the first map, it's definitely fucking awesome because you have the fucking camera in the beginning and you can aggravate the fuck out of them. And you have the infinite camera for the guy, you know.
Oh yeah, that bug that you discover. You know,
yeah,
as usual in your game.
That's what I like about how it all ties together with Mendoza. You know, that the first you spawn in, the first thing you see is this fucking woman with the camera guy. But they didn't go far enough, and they are not fed up with you at one point. That kind of sucks.
Yes, you know, you couldn't satisfy your sadism.
And you got a free suitcase at the beginning.
I mean, I never realized that. You know, see, you can play these games for hundreds, thousands of hours, but you will never realize the little things. You know, like you can steal that guy's suitcase. Besides his you know, the card that you have to show to enter the place. You know?
And we had one of the biggest, or minus Hokkaido, when we basically spawned Kayako. One of the biggest laughing fits for you because I broke the game twice. Like what the sound loop
Kajako?
for you know when I hit Yui with the wrench.
Yeah.
I tried to stop it by breaking her neck, you know. But the Mendoza thing, I broke it twice. Once when Diana willingly stepped into the fucking grape crusher after I crushed, you know, her friend, or not her friend, but her associate.
For the picture, yeah. They took a picture on
that, and then...
You need to make a compilation of that, honestly.
And then the sound bug, you know? Well done.
Well, yeah, guards.
kind of like that, yeah.
You know, honestly, you have to find those moments and make a compilation of all those weird, you know, bags, nonsensical moments, you know, for the... Really, eh? You must do it. You must.
Thanks to everyone for joining in. Thanks to the sickness for participating.
Yeah, look at my list. It's right, and you know it. You are welcome.
My list is way more left than yours. You mean right wing? Sure.
Way more woke.
With that being said, thank you. And we see, hear, and feel you all
in the basement of priests.
All in the next Hitman episodes, because we have a lot more to go by, obviously. Also, you know, campaign-wise, you're going to see a lot of that soon. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We see you there.
Good.